I have to think of a fun fact now.
Me too.
Yeah,
Pressure
me too. I
again.
feel
You don't.
pressured.
You don't have to do. You don't
But
have
we
to do.
do.
But I
We
have
do.
to.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hello, everyone. I've played with Adam, I think, for Cthulhu, but that's it. My name is Farah. I'm based out of Ottawa in Canada. And my fun fact is my house is relatively old. And I have a friend who is in the 0.01 percentile of height in the world. He's 7'3". I'm 5'3", so seeing us next to each other is hilarious. But he cannot fit in my house. And it's very funny because our house is only 7 feet tall, like the ceilings on this level.
no.
So every time he comes here to play D&D, he's just like, "Hi guys."
That's
incredible.
awful. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
That is the thing we learned recently.
He's Gandalf going
Yeah.
in your house.
In a Hobbit house. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hi, I'm Adam Sowards. I was played with two of these folks before. Well, I guess also Carrie. I guess I've played with Carrie a couple times as well. Love being part of these games. Fun fact, I googled fun facts. I'm gonna read this one. It's number 7. The oldest person ever to have lived, whose age can be authenticated. A French woman named Jean-Louise Calment was 122 years old when she died in 1997. So that's my fun fact that I googled.
She's almost as old as Emily O'Hara.
Ah.
No Cthulhu spoilers.
Love that tie,
I haven't
love that
finished
tie.
it yet.
Watch. We're no longer
Oh, no.
playing All Barbarians. You have to go watch the Glass Chronicles.
It's just like a watch party. Like,
Hey, I guess I'll go next. I'm Philip Clemens. And a fun fact about me, or in general, is that this room that we're in used to be a garage.
That is a fun fact.
yeah, I guess my turn. Hi, I'm Liz. I've gotten to play with Carrie before, which is cool. This is my second class act, actually, which is fun. I did the rogue one as well.
Jealous.
And
Nice.
it was so fun. It was so fun. It went everywhere, and it was just ridiculous. I'm excited to be here. My pronouns are she, they, and I think a fun fact I can share, my best friend actually gave me this one all the way from across the seas. The Irish word for the English language is literally a derivative of blah, blah, blah.
Amazing.
That is
That
so
is
funny.
so good.
And it killed me when she told me, so impart that upon you.
That
So
is.
good.
I didn't want to pick favorites, but that is the best fun fact.
yes.
I'll take it. I'll pass it on. I'll let her know.
And all of you know me, but for the audience, I am Carrie. I like to run games and play games, and I love games. And my fun fact, damn it, I should have been thinking about this. I'm just so blown away by the blah 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 fun fact that now I can't even think of one. I
It's a
guess
good
I can
fact.
tell you. My fun fact is that I had to break out my dice tray today for all the damage die that I need. So that's a pretty fun fact.
Great.
Our scene opens in the kingdom of Falmount. Crown's Peak, to be more exact. You've all either been summoned from somewhere in Falmount itself, or you were teleported here from another continent, but either way, you have arrived at staggering times. And how about everyone roll a d20 for me, and we'll see who is arriving first.
12 for me.
10.
Oh god. Let the record show I'm opening new dice just for this.
Ooh, yes.
Oh my god. Can we see them?
Yes, you can see them. Hold on. They got
Ooh.
marble pink and they
Yeah.
sparkle.
Hella cute.
Sparkles.
And they rolled awful. Oh wow, that's a 9.
Amazing. So yeah, it looks like It looks like Wallace is there first, so I'm gonna say you have arrived. There's a bit of a commotion happening. You're not entirely sure what's going on, but before you can really do too much investigating, the second member shows up. Do you pronounce your name Cyros? All right, so Cyros comes into the room. Wallace, why don't you describe what Cyros sees?
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Cyros sees, what was my character's name again? You see Wallace McGillen, a 7-foot tall bred bear of a man. He's got, he's kind of like a dad bod bodybuilder physique, and he's got no shirt, just a tartan kilt, and he's got about knee-high socks and the boots on. And he's got an old great sword on his back that's chipped and got some runes on it. He's got wild red hair and a red beard that's got white streaks in it. You can tell he looks a bit older, about like early 50s, but something tells you he's older than he looks. But despite all that, he's got a kind and pleasant demeanour, good-humoured, and he probably looks over at the new person that popped in. He's like, "Oh, great God, who are you?"
And Cyros, please grace us with the description of your character.
I was actually thinking of one the whole time.
Great, good.
Until Mr. Wallace here caught me off guard.
Apologies.
So Cyros pops in, and he's like, you see like a under 6 foot tiefling, dark gray skin, like very red eyes, and he's real scrawny. He definitely does not look the part at all.
Yeah.
And he's just wearing some spiked armor, and you see like a handle coming out of like his side here, from his back, and you see like an axe, like a one-handed battle axe on there, and he stands there, and you're tall.
Well, you're a bit on the spiky side. I didn't think we'd have a little demon jumper. No offense there, but are you here for the same thing?
Yeah.
Well, nice to meet you, Wallace McGillen. And he sticks out his big old meaty hand to grab yours.
Cyros.
Good handshake on you, lad.
Very firm. Very firm.
Oh, I mean, I tried. I mean, after however many 100 years it's been, I've got to figure out how to do a good handshake by now, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty new to the whole handshake game, though, so...
Well, you get plenty good at it now. Where the hell are we? Just sort of looks around.
Oh no. Okay, we can't have a repeat of a recent session where I laughed so hard that I cried. We can't do that. I can't be out of commission for 10 minutes.
Apologies, Carrie.
It's too late now for me. Oh, God.
At this point, as you're beginning to look around, the other two members of our party are kind of walking in at the same time. You were basically thrown into what looks like... it looks like a storefront, but it's like emptied out at this point. You see some sort of chaos has happened in the city itself, but you were just kind of ushered in here and told that the king will be with you in a moment. And at this point, the other two party members walk in. Who rolled higher? I can't remember.
I rolled a 2, so I believe it was... Yup.
Amazing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Great
Petuni,
start.
what do they see as you're walking in?
Well, I have already caused problems. The second upon arriving, I have a bouquet of flowers in my hand, and every time I pass anyone, I stick a flower in an inconvenient place, but I feel like I keep finding the people who are allergic to pollen, so I'm just sort of sowing mischief. I definitely trip over something, but because of my bulk, I immediately send carts flying astray. I am a maybe about 6 foot tall satyr. Lots of pinks and yellow in my dress. Just these beefy ass legs. And she like very much the demeanor of somebody like Karen from Mean Girls. I'm just here, not a thought behind these eyes. And strapped to my back, I have a gigantic warhammer, the head of which is made of sharp, jagged crystal, and it's sort of being held by a living handle, like it's a tree that's grown and it still like has leaves and things coming off of it. And I'm just kind of just tossing flowers, tripping, and eventually will probably make my way over. Hi.
Hello there!
Flower?
How's it going?
Love a flower, then thank you. Oh, remind me of the old genie, and then puts the flower in his hair.
Really nice. I'm Petunia. You look important, so I'm going to stand by you two.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know about me being the poet, but I think this guy down here is.
Oh, I didn't
I'm
even
a pretty
see you.
important
Hi.
guy.
Okay,
He's-
Spiros.
Very important. My name's Wallace McGillen. Nice to meet you.
I know.
Cyros.
Oh, you do? Oh, there's a smart one in the group, eh? The brains of the operation. I might know.
We'll see.
I can see you being humble with us. I can see.
I'm just gonna keep tossing flowers here and there. Some of them are like definitely poisonous or like, like weeds, but just having the time of my life.
Amazing. And tell us how this last party member enters and what they look like.
All right, so Amber Skyminer is a dwarf, 4'2", fiery red hair that trails down her back, built up high in braids and all sorts of things with ribbons and probably some flowers after following in Petunia. She's youngish for a dwarf, but she's got sleeves of tattoos down her arms. And for those of you who have ever met dwarves, you'll notice that most of them are dwarven clans, and one most prominently on her shoulder, taking up almost her entire bicep, is a mountain that looks like it's surrounded by mithril chain decorated. And she walks into the room a little shy, looking around, and sees the group together. And she makes her way. She probably picks up a couple flowers and drops them in her hair. It's almost like a crown or decoration. And strapped to her back is a sword almost as long as she is. And she sort of waves to the group. Nice to meet you. I'm Amber.
Is that the telltale accent of a familiar clan that I hear?
Aye, it is. I didn't expect it. So I didn't expect to see to see someone from back home.
Oh, well, at least we're somewhere near about. So her name's Wallace McGillen. Nice to meet ya.
Amber Skyminer, it's a pleasure. And she'll shake your hand like a dwarven handshake, so like the...
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of home.
The camera like hard far zooms out and you see like a mountain like crack in half and then it zooms back.
Like someone outside is like, what is all that noise happening in there? The carts crashing around. People are hilarious.
I'm gonna have all of you make a perception roll for me.
We're trying a different dice this
If these
time.
eyes work.
Good God.
I'm looking at the ground. I've got a nat 1.
You're just so enamored by
I'm also looking at the ground.
So many strong people. Look, Cyrus, the ground.
I got a dirty 20.
We go. I got a 23.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So Petunia and Amber, as you were coming in, you were a little more aware of your surroundings than the other two. Like, you all have seen just the chaos around you. You know something has happened, but the two of you were able to kind of look off and see that the castle itself has an entire chunk blown out of it. It looks like there was some sort of attack on the castle itself, and you see, different, not very many knights or king's guards running around, but you see people running around. It almost seems like some of them have, picked up weapons to kind of act as a king's guard for the time being. Something happened here, and this is like the come down from it. People are kind of trying to organize and gather. So you're not sure what exactly you were brought here for, but you were promptly thrown in here, and you hear the door kind of push open as you watch someone come in. This person looks quite young, maybe late teens, early 20s, very, very young. You can see blonde hair that looks like it was kind of pushed back in a nice, formal, almost ceremonial hairdo at the beginning of the day, but it is very like hanging in his face at this point. There are natural curls, but they are kind of filled with different dirt and sweat and blood at this point from some sort of battle that took place. You see dirt streaks on his face, on his arms. He does have a sword at his side, and as he comes in, he looks very tired, but he looks determined. And let me ask, are any of you from Fallmount itself?
Okay. Do you want one of us to be?
I don't think it would make sense for Amber or Wallace to have been, but you don't recognize who this person is, but you do recognize they are dressed in the like the royal colors. You see the purples of Fallmount on their, various armor pieces. He comes in and just kind of looks, eyes each and every one of you almost like a count, just to make sure you're all here. And
4.
He says, "Hello. As you must have seen on your way in, there was attack on the castle."
What? Shiros, did you see that?
Did you not?
You broke him. You broke Zeros.
What? No! I didn't see that at all!
Half the building's gone!
Bloody hell, I mean, lad, I didn't see none of that.
Alice, dear, we're going to have to work on you using your eyes.
Oh, sorry, it's been, in my old age, sometimes I miss a few things. Just so distracted by all this phantasmery, but it seems like you've seen a lot of, a right bit of trouble you have, lad. He looks at the, I'm assuming, prince.
Yeah, he nods and, it was yesterday evening, and that everything kind of started calming down, but we have, arcane investigators looking into it, but that's not your concern. We're trying to track whoever did this, but what is your concern? The reason that I brought you all here today is the beast that they released into the castle's dungeons.
What sort of beast?
Wallace and Amber is gonna lean and closer to
Do tell.
There was a dragon imprisoned in our dungeons as punishment for setting fire to multiple villages for fun. A creature that enjoys killing. My great-grandfather had him transformed into a stone and placed him in a chamber with no doors, only a hatch that would open if our kingdom became under attack, if our shields were to fail. In his mind, I suppose it was a last resort to kill whoever was powerful enough to make it down our shield generator. And yesterday, that's exactly what happened. The coronation ceremony was ambushed as a distraction. The shield generator chamber was breached, a guard was killed, and the shield generator was destroyed. The destruction lowered our city's shields to make way for the golem creatures that they dropped onto the city, and it released the hatch to the dragon's prison.
Sound like terrible people. I couldn't imagine doing such a thing. Not for free.
Those of you that may not know, go watch by this time All Rogues.
Please go watch our rogues. I'm sitting here like, oh no. Our castle, it's broken.
Shouldn't have left it there then, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, we're not sure who did this, but we do have investigators looking for them. I'm not gonna lie to you. This beast is angry, cunning, brutal, and unrelentingly evil, according to the stories we were told about his attacks when he was free. The King's Guard numbers are low after the attack on the city, and that's why I had to call upon outside help. I need to make it clear before you go down there, you may not survive. But if you do, you will be doing this country a great service. The more restless he becomes down below, the more likely he'll find a way out of the dungeons and prey upon the entire continent. Do you accept this task, knowing the risks?
Of course I do. You didn't have to ask twice.
Well, I'm bored and available, so sure.
We're only fighting one dragon?
That's a Saturday afternoon.
That's the
4
spirit.
people for one dragon? Walk in the park.
He looks concerned about a couple of the answers, but you can there's a sense of like desperation, and then he looks concerned about the size of Cyros, and then he just kind of nods and my soldiers will be out here as a final stand, if needed, if this dragon breaches the dungeon and makes his way up. My main fear, my main concern, if it breaches the dungeon ceilings, there may not be a way to stop it. We don't have means of following it once it's airborne. Not if it doesn't want us to. We have a few measures in place, but nothing can be guaranteed, so if all else fails, just try to keep this creature below us.
Right. We'll put it in the ground, alright. I think we can do that just fine.
If it has babies, I call dibs.
Sure.
I want the eggs.
Are you looking to cook up some breakfast then?
No, I just want a pet.
Oh, right. That's good. So, just for curiosity's sake, why exactly was the dragon trapped in there to begin with?
As a protection or punishment, two birds, one stone sort of thing. The dragon was wreaking havoc on various towns, villages, cities, was captured and unable to be killed, so transformed.
Would I have heard stories of this dragon, I don't know, like a long time ago or something like that?
You know what? Go ahead and make a history roll.
Oh, I don't think I have any pluses to history, but, oh, what? Why do I have such a big plus?
Oh, what?
That's weird. 19.
Nice.
I have a -1 to intelligence. Apparently, I have a +3 to history.
Told you to use your eyes, and you were like, okay.
Yeah. kind of listening to this story, you actually know of a group of rangers that were actually like band together after this dragon began attacking various villages and cities. They call themselves the Red Hunt. And they were a huge part of actually trapping this dragon to begin with. But yeah, you heard of many towns just being burned to the ground.
Do you have the name of the dragon, perhaps?
I think this dragon would have many names over time. I don't think the name this dragon calls itself. Yeah.
The beast of 1,000 fields. I don't know.
I think citizens would have named it many different things over time.
Jim.
What was that?
We're gonna call him Jim.
Jim, the Red Terror, Jim.
Jim the Red Terror.
Then I'm gonna
Jim
write
from
down
customer service.
Customer service, the Red Terror.
So that's why he's so angry?
Probably.
I want to deal with angry people the whole day. That'll drive him mad.
You hear someone kind of shout out for you actually hear them shout Prince or King, and then they kind of are like motioning over somewhere, and he looks to you and he kind of nods and he just motions for the castle. Please prepare however you can. The castle's yours. And he rushes off to go help with whatever he was called for.
Before you leave there, Prince
Yeah.
King, sir, for the rest of these folk, I don't mind myself, but is there any sort of reward for doing what it is that they're doing? I'm really in it for the glory of the battle itself, but I mean for the rest of the folks here.
He kind of eyes everyone up again and he says, I think that can be discussed if you live.
Right.
We'll owe you. So,
Alright then. So, a gentleman's agreement then? And Wallace sticks out his hand.
yeah, he reaches out his hand to shake yours.
I'll keep you to it then. The gods are watching. And he releases his hand.
Yeah, he kind of gives all of you one more nod and then rushes off. So, barbarians, what would you like to do?
Right, what's the next step, lads?
Down to the basement, I assume.
The
Or the
brains of the
dungeons?
operation, huh?
I would assume we go to the basement if it's not going to come to us.
Have any of you fought dragons before?
One or two.
Started fighting one. Little bastard flew away.
That's how they get ya. I kind of want to like roll and see if my guy has fought a dragon before. If that's okay.
Can I do the same?
Yeah.
Sure. What do you you just want like a 50-50 chance or
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I dropped everything.
I got a 19, so
Got it.
apparently.
A 10.
Oh. Damn. What would I know about fighting dragons, or like I guess what would the of us know about fighting dragons? I don't know, like strategies or anything, or tactics
okay.
or anything like that.
I will say, since Amber and Wallace have definitely have you killed a dragon before?
I'll roll again.
I'll roll for killing a dragon. I don't know. I've definitely fought one. I think.
11. So maybe.
No, I haven't killed one.
How old is Amber?
52. Very young for a
okay,
dwarf.
Okay.
I'm as old as you'll let me be, Gary.
Yeah, I know. So, Wallace will probably... Let me ask, what knowledge does Adam want Wallace to have about dragons? Because we can all metagame this all day, but
I feel like it'd be fun if he's missing like one key detail, but like has like the rest or something like that. Like I'm, because like I have dragon knowledge, but also we don't know what specific dragon this is or something. Like if it's a red one, a green one, a blue one, whatever. Like.
I will say though, you probably know from the stories that it is a red dragon.
Okay, red dragon. I mean, maybe like, maybe it's like, I underestimated its intelligence or something like that. Like, I just think it's a beast. So it's like, I know it's like, you just gotta hit it in the soft spots. It's like really hard body. It has like flame stuff, swings, dangerous
Stay away
tails.
from its mouth, you know.
Yeah, stay away from its mouth. But like, maybe it's like, I don't think it's that intelligent or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as for strategy-wise, I think the king kind of gave you an in there as well. Like, don't let it take to the skies. Don't let it, you know. But with it being in a like dungeon area right now, you're not sure how much room it would even really have to fly around. But yeah, I think thinking it's more animalistic is probably a good way to go there, especially since it's been described as like feral and angry. So there's a chance that it may act a little more animalistic as well, just because of it. I mean, he's been trapped for a long time.
You see, I've only fought a dragon one time in my life. It's been a long life. The thing about a dragon is, it's a beast. It's like all the other animals. So you just gotta trap it. And be careful of its face and fangs and its breath, whatever it is, or its tail, but it's just a beast. So you just gotta trap it. Like if any of you got the sort of hunting experience with any sort of animals, it's just like that. So if we can corner it and don't let it get to the skies, then it'll be a piece of cake.
Harry, I have a thought. Remember how I would get ideas and they would go in a way? I'm on it again. Being of the Fae and a creature of deals, do you think, and if I have to roll for this, it's like totally cool, would Petunia reasonably think that the dragon would have any interest in a deal? That it would not only be intelligent enough for that, but like, am I getting mindless rage vibes because it's really mindless rage, or am I getting mindless rage because no one's tried to communicate with it?
They're giving mindless rage vibes.
Yeah, we're getting. Yeah, oh my god, Slay! Yeah.
I think you can hold off on that. I think doing an insight check, you might be able to.
Okay, that makes sense. I wanted to ask before I'm like, yeah. I got my hammer in its mouth and I'm like praying, you know?
Oh my god, we're just gonna like skip Carrie's entire fight. We're just like, hey y'all, we're gonna make a deal. He's like, no! It's just like, alright, cool. One shot done? Great.
The dragon is out. The besties with the dragon is in.
That is right.
I'm pretty sure I tried this last time and it didn't go well, so we'll see. I'm like almost positive.
I like look towards Amber and Ciros to see if they have any ideas. She's like, so what are your thoughts then? I've got a few of my own, but if travelling underground to fight a dragon, what's everyone's, I guess, the experience involved with this? Any ideas?
I mean, underground's kind of what I do. It's where I'm most comfortable, so I'm happy to help with the lead-in of that, trying to figure out where the hell we're going. But as far as dragons go, I mean, at the end of the day, they're cowards. They're smart enough to know they want to live. So when we're getting close, we gotta make sure that we don't get caught by its end game, if you will.
Be on our tippy toes right at the end then.
Don't spend everything right at the start. Is what I'm
Right.
thinking.
Right. I'm glad we got, if we're going underground, I'm glad we got a dwarf involved then. Good one to have on your side.
I mean, the dragon that I fought was definitely not underground. So I say we get a good look of the area before we just jump in and try to fight this thing in close quarters.
Another smart one on our hands here. I got 2 brains in the group.
Are there guards around, like, waiting to lead us wherever we're meant to go?
I hit him.
Punch.
Get out of my way! You know who I am!
You do not see anyone standing around like waiting to lead you. You do see a couple people that seem to be standing guard over at the castle, if not to keep people away from the castle, then to keep people away from maybe possibly more cave-ins or anything like that.
I'll start going over there then, shall we? Time's a wasting.
Why waste time around here? I flip a table and then start to
God.
walk off.
I like to imagine we're not standing by any table, you go and actively find a table, and then we go.
That's the spirit.
Gotta warm up.
I'll probably talk to people on the way, unless anyone else has anything they want to do on the way. There. Okay, I guess I'll like kind of look at everyone while we're walking through the city. It's like, so, what's everyone's story then? What brought you here? Where are you all from?
You already know where I'm from.
Right, I was
But,
just hopping a skip over the pond there. Ha.
Indeed, my family. Well, you can see. She taps the mountain. We've been mining mithril in them hills for generations. And when my uncle went off to the city to try to do some business, I thought, maybe I'll follow along. But I got bored, so I headed out on the road. That's where I found the dragon. And I guess I made a bit of a name for myself. My girl and I tap the sword on my back. Like
she's a
to
beaut.
have a bit of fun. Thank you. Made it home. She hasn't failed me yet. I guess, like I say, I make a bit of a name for myself, and I got a missive asking to come do this, I suppose.
And what's that name you've got for yourself then, eh? Any what sort of impressive deeds have you been doing on the road?
There was a,
Oh, it's a story time then, huh?
There was a portal in these woods
Ooh.
that was starting to bleed into the crowd. We went through, my party and I, and hellfire everywhere. Turns out there was a leak in the realms somehow. Some little demon lord had decided that it was his opportunity to make a new foray, and we took care of him.
By the gods then. That sounds just right mad. And I feel like he takes like a little bit of like salt out of his like pouch and kind of throws it over both of his shoulders and kind of like genuflects up towards the gods. He's like, "Great, gods above that. That's wild."
It was fun, I'll be honest. Almost singed my hair though. I've been growing this out since I was a wee lass, and let me tell you, that would have bothered me more than the damn demon did.
I mean, that's an important part of your culture then, right?
It is indeed.
Alright then. How about yourselves then? Looks at Cirrus and Petunia.
Heroes first.
I'll go first if you want, unless you want to.
I am quite curious about this lad here, and I sort of give him a slap on the back.
I imagine I go like a few steps forward.
Oh, watch it! Hands on deck there, boy!
Well, honestly, I'm just here to prove a point. Smallest in my family, and they always told me I was never gonna amount to anything. There's no way you could be strong. I mean, look at me. I'm tiny.
You're but a seedling, lad. I tell you what, you'll grow up into a big, strong one. I can see it already, then.
So yeah, I'm here to prove a point.
You and I are not so different. For me, I came from... Have any of you ever been to the Feywild?
Feywilds, what's that?
Amber knows. It's a beautiful place. It's home for me. Magical in every sense of the world. And I left. I came from a family. I was the youngest, and all of my siblings were really good at the arcane arts, and I was a dud. So while my siblings were off training and becoming the great wizards and sorcerers that I'm sure they'll turn out to be, I hit things with a stick until that stick became a hammer. And now I left, and now I still go around hitting things with sticks because maybe I'll prove a point. Maybe I'll be good at that, better than my siblings with their woo, woo, woo. You know?
I can see. I mean, I haven't seen you in action yet, but I can tell that you know what you're doing there.
Well, thank you. I crave violence.
That we all should, then, should we?
Yes.
Aye. Right then. Right.
That's why we're here. Joy of the fight.
That's
That's for
right.
me.
Well then.
And as you were walking and talking, like the two that are standing there kind of guarding the castle, they just see you and they just kind of point you down a direction, and you kind of just continue your conversation as you're heading into the rubble that is the front of this castle. You see like the entire front door or like doorway is just caved in. You have to kind of climb over. They've moved some rocks to kind of go in a different way. And you are brought in and continue down a little ways. They almost seem to have kind of shoved debris over to make a path for you specifically. And you are able to walk through until you come to stairs that are leading down.
Well, this seems to be the way.
Just so that we're aware, we can all see in the dark, right?
Excellent questions you're asking.
I don't think so. I don't think I can.
Oh no.
I'll just have to take out a torch.
You know, you'd think a fey creature would have eyes that work in the dark.
You would think.
Alas, that does not seem to be the case.
I just be like, I've my eye's gotten a bit too old to see that well in the dark places. I'll probably have to use a torch. So I take out a torch and light it.
Syros is gonna like smack Wallace and be like, "Watch your step, big boy," and head down the stairs.
Oh, is this a race now? I'm gonna try to race by him. Run faster than Syros if I can.
Okay, the two of you roll initiative.
Initiative?
Yeah.
Oh no.
As you run smack into the dragon.
Yeah.
Dear God.
14 for Wallace.
It begins.
17.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he just got too good of a head start, and he is running down, leading the way.
Oh, you got me, lad. Oh, I gotta warm up next time.
You got those long legs and you can't keep up?
It's me old age, then.
Sure
as Amber very calmly passes by, she'll kind of elbow him in like the dad tummy, because you said he had kind of a dad bod strongman going on. Yeah. Maybe drop the ale too might help.
Oh, well, it was a bit of a party getting here, so I think you might be right. I gotta get in the zone. He takes a drink of water. Try to sober up a little bit.
As you're looking around, you see you're in basically the dungeon of the castle. You can see various, almost like jail cell looking boxes in a way, but you see one of them is opened up and very clearly has been used recently. It appears there's some sort of lever on it. It looks like it's some sort of elevator.
What do you suppose that contraption is?
You've never been in a mine.
I've heard of these. They're called elevators.
Anella, what?
They go up and down. It's fun. It's fun. You'll love it.
Oh, the ingenuity of dwarves. I never thought I'd say That's why you should be leading the way, the Sky Miner, and Petunia apparently as well.
I suppose so.
I'll show you how it works and she'll step in.
So you stand here then? How's
Yes.
it go up and down?
Stepping in, it's kind of weird because it does kind of look like you're stepping into like your own cell, and you're just kind of like,
Oh, don't like this.
yeah, and then there's just that lever
Pull the door
on the
shut,
side.
or like I assume because it's like an old timey one that you pull the grate closed
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Well, it
Pull
does
it
kind
shut.
of it does
Yeah.
kind of look like an actual cell itself. So yeah, it just swings, latches.
Oh, don't like being in here. It's like we're in a coffin or something. I tell you about the time someone tried to drown me in a coffin. It didn't work.
Was the lever in the coffin, or was you in the coffin and then you got thrown in the? Never mind. I'll pull the lever.
As soon as the lever is pulled, you feel the entire box that you're in shift. There's this moment of all of you having to kind of like, grab one of the bars.
Take out my sword.
As this starts going down. But it's like more rickety than it probably should be, almost like it was damaged on the way up. And you kind of just hear it just like screeching down various portions. Chains are like grinding. It's not a pleasant experience, and it's pretty loud as you are beginning to descend.
Is it supposed to be like this?
Uh-oh.
As we're riding down, can I look around and just judge the legitimately judge the craftsmanship of this elevator, of if it will be able to survive another trip?
Yeah, what would you like to roll for that? Investigation?
Yes. Yes, investigation. Would I, and this is, I'm just asking because I know dwarves get advantage to like stonework. I assume that doesn't cover this thing.
Probably not this thing.
Petunia, were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
18
I had a
minus
thought.
1, so
Was not helpful.
Okay.
17.
17? It, as long as it doesn't take any more damage to the pieces holding it together currently, it should make it back up. And around the time you are thinking this, it does just stop. It seems like a portion has been kind of like blasted up underneath, and it does just the elevator bottom just kind of sits on it. Like, you haven't reached the bottom because it's not opening up to anything else, but it doesn't seem like this elevator is going to go any further.
Are there
Oh,
holes?
gotta go all the way down.
Is this how it works? Is it just stop in front of a flat wall? Is that?
No. This one's just lacking pizzazz.
Should we try to? I'm also gonna jump.
Oh God!
Can we all jump at the same time?
I
feel
don't
like that's
fear
what's gonna
death, and he just jumps up and down.
Yeah, Wallace just jumps, boom, slams into it. You kind of feel like just a little bit, and then it's just sitting there, kind of like rocking
I think we might
and
be able
groaning.
to do that one more time, huh?
If we jump, that's it. We are all okay with that. Because I can jump. Jumping is like the top of my resume. I'm really good at jumping.
Oh, well, let's stand aside then. Let's have Petunia give us a try. You say from the Fey Wilds, is that a good jumping place?
And I kind of just click my hooves together. I have Mirthful Leap, so I can. It's more for height, but can I use it for kicks?
Absolutely.
Okay. I need a D8. Cool. So that's a 6. It's so I don't know what that does out of 8.
Oh, 6 damage.
It's supposed to be for
okay.
distance usually, so you can add to your normal movement speed how far you can jump. I'm just concentrating my kicks.
Yeah. So it kind of does the same thing. Slam into the bottom of this little elevator. You hear more cracking and crunching as this elevator itself seems to be pushing through whatever debris is blocking it. You can feel it kind of like knock sideways a little bit.
One more time.
One more
All
time.
us
All of
together.
us together?
Together?
Yes.
Ah, that's how I like
Teamwork.
it. Teamwork. Ah.
I don't think this is a good idea.
It's a terrible
Don't
idea.
worry, Siros. I pick up Siros.
What are you doing? Put me
sort of-
down.
we need his legs.
No, okay, I'll put you down.
We need his legs, Zeros. You have to jump too. This is peer pressure. I'm peer pressuring you. Because if we're gonna be friends and you don't do things with the group, then it's gonna be really hard and everyone's gonna be sad. So
Is this peer someone very good at putting pressure on someone? Is that?
yes, actually, Pierre the Pressurer. Yeah, he was actually a strongman from back home.
Alright. Well, if you Siros, Pierre, the pressures.
Fine, I'll jump and break the stupid elevator.
There's the spirit.
So
Guess
we're
we
all
got an 8 on Mirthful Leaps.
nice.
Yes.
We're all
Our
jumping at the
friendship.
same time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Just for my own knowledge, make an athletics roll.
Oh!
I like to think this is the role of us
land.
timing it. Because we can't even time to jump at the same time.
19 for me, for Wallace.
18 for Ceros.
Wait, Amber, did you get 8?
8.
Oh no!
26.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so,
Hot
um,
dog.
3 of you jump at the same time. Amber wasn't quite ready. Jumped a little late, so Amber, you
'Cause she's
jump
shorter.
up. You jump up as their feet are slamming into the elevator, and the elevator crunches through and begins to fall. So your jump almost brings you to like the top of this cage for a moment as it starts falling.
Oh no.
It does crunch through whatever that was. You can hear the chains like had kept going. So there's a bit of slack as the box itself is falling. I'm gonna make a roll for the elevator.
Just screaming
I
as it's
forgot
falling.
the chains would keep going.
So did anyone else make backup characters or?
Okay, are we dead now?
I go to a
Are we
rage.
done?
Oh no.
This was my roll for
Oh god.
the
Uh-oh.
elevator. I don't know if you can
No.
see it.
It's definitely. I
It's
think
definitely a
21.
1.
That's
It's definitely a natural
I don't know.
1.
Oh no.
I don't know, I think it was cocked. Maybe you should do it again.
Yeah. Can I just rage real quick? This is for real. While we're falling through the air, can I rage?
I will ask. You will hear as it hits, you will hear the chains snap. You will be able to hear that, and there will be a brief moment where you can have some sort of reaction before whatever is about to happen happens. So in this split second, what would you like to do?
I mean, I'd probably look towards everyone else because I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. So I'm just like, is this right? Is this? And depending on
how
their
elevators
reactions, I'll do whatever.
We all just scream at the same time in rage. Like, is that the plan?
So I flew up, right? And the thing's coming to me. Can I grab onto the ceiling?
Sure.
Because you said it's like a chain top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's everyone else want to do?
I'll probably try to jump and grab the top as well.
Okay.
I guess since everyone looks like they're freaking out, I'll probably rage and just start off with that.
I will try. I'm probably unbothered. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna position myself so I can potentially catch whoever is clinging to the ceiling. You know, like when a cat gets into a wrong place, it's too high up, and you're like, ah.
Yeah.
You know.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna have Amber and Ciros first. Go ahead and make an athletics roll.
Oh, fuck me, metal dice. Hey, that's much better.
Nice.
Got a 19.
15.
Okay. I will say you'll both be able to hold on as this elevator. It's not coming down and slamming into the bottom. It's coming down and then it's at such a speed that the next portion that is kind of like stuck out with debris, it's slamming into that and then slamming into the other side. You're being like jolted around everywhere. You are Wallace and Petunia. Go ahead and make a dex save for me.
Woo! We're not strong.
Come on, Dex. Okay. That's an 18 for Wallace.
15.
Okay. And then Amber and Zeros, make a strength save for me.
Ah, yeah. Exact same rolls. 19.
Okay.
7.
7.
No!
No!
Zeros!
So I will say, since Petunia was like trying to be positioned to catch, none of you will actually take any damage from this, as it is like slamming into one side, the other side, and then finally you just kind of feel it wedge itself diagonal in this chamber, and Ciros can't hold on any longer. Let's go. And how does this look when Petunia catches Ciros?
Going bridal style, honestly. You said small tiefling. I brain go burr. I'm going bridal style.
There you go. As I land, I just look at everybody. I'm like, told you this was a stupid idea.
But you did great. And put Cirrus down.
Dust
Red does a
myself
couple
off.
pull-ups.
I feel like the whole time it's falling since I went into a rage. I'm just like, just hitting the walls, and you see lightning sort of like coming out of his eyes and like trailing off of like his body as he's just like, as it's hitting the walls and it hits the bottom. He's like, well, lads, I guess the gods smile favorably upon us today.
So, we've fallen kind of diagonal, yeah? So, if I look up, since I'm, doing pull-ups on the roof, can I see tunnels in any of the directions that I can look?
Nope, it just looks like the one solid tunnel all the way up for the elevator itself. And then below you, you can see you're probably 60, 70 feet from the ground.
But we're still pretty much smashed in
You're
this
kind of
long
wedged
vertical
now,
shaft
yeah.
still. Okay.
And you notice you're not connected to anything. There's no chain anymore. This elevator is not going to go back up.
Well, this looks like your elevator thing is broken.
Yeah, normally they go up and down. This one just goes down.
I don't like this elevator.
Doesn't even go down all the way.
I don't think
if we jumped again, we could probably break it.
I'm still in a rage, so I'm gonna take out my sword and kind of can opener the bottom of the elevator. like, it seems like this ain't going nowhere. And just try to can opener the bottom.
I will, as he's
Fantastic.
doing that, tie my rope onto something that looks sturdy, because, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I will say after you've opened this up and the rope is tied and make sure it's sturdy, you do hear rumbling from below you. You just kind of hear like the rumbling of something very large moving.
Genie, here I come. And you see him kind of like grab on. He has a necklace and it looks like it has a doorknob on it. Like an old doorknob, and he kind of just like holds it for a second. And how far to the ground?
Like 60, 70 feet.
Okay, you're not gonna be too stupid. He's going to try to put his sword out on his back and take out 2 hand axes and try to climb on the wall down. By using his like axes to stick into the wall as like kind of like climbing picks to try to climb the rest of the way down. All right, last one down is Numpty, and then starts to climb down.
I'll slide down the rope like a fire person.
Nice.
And hopefully pass him. Just like, hi.
Like parkour off the walls. And just
Nice.
ping pong down.
Nice.
I'm gonna drop down and like grab onto Wallace's back and just ride Wallace down.
Nice.
All right. Everybody, give me whatever check kind of goes with yours, like athletics, or if you wanted to do acrobatics.
Would mine be athletics or strength? It's like to hold on.
Probably athletics, just because you are like
Athletics.
leaping down as well.
Okay.
That's a 22 for Wallace.
4.
4?
24.
Oh,
No.
I was like, no!
No.
Just falls straight down.
I'm very dramatic about bad rolls, you'll know.
17.
Oh no.
Literally.
So,
Hypothetically,
oh no.
Oh,
I have
no.
a rope. Does that give me any kind of advantage or bonus before I fall to my death?
Did you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 5, which takes me to an 8, but it's still trash.
Okay. I will say you're not gonna fall, but you're not gonna be able to pass any. You're gonna be the last one down. Like there was this.
Yeah.
It's just the rope was a lot rougher than you were expecting. You have to like stop and readjust. There's a moment where you're just sitting there spinning and you're like trying to even yourself out again, and you're like shit. And you're just spinning
Everything
around.
all right up there, Sky Miner?
It's fine. I'm just used to elevators.
Well, it seems like those aren't going to be working anytime soon.
And my elevator's working just fine.
Expressway down, Zeros. Ground 0.
Amazing. Eventually, you do all reach it to the bottom of this elevator shaft. You can hear the rumbling of breathing on the other side of this wall now, and you hear a voice kind of like deep and definitely angry. You just hear it kind of comes out of the growl, and it just says, "I can smell you."
Do we smell good?
In Draconic, I will say, and we can hear you. Worm, let's get this done. No.
Wait, was that said in did the dragon say it in common or
Yep.
did it say? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't understand shit of anything. Wait, I didn't know I could talk.
Oh, they're clever bastards.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Well, I mean, maybe we should parlay with it.
I would hope so if it's amenable. We can only hear it, right? We can't see it.
Yeah, you haven't rounded the corner yet. Yeah.
Okay.
No honor in a surprise
Do I-
attack.
Ooh. I'm gonna sort of motion to, I don't know what the hand signals are, but I just like motion for everybody to get sort of ready. And if I have persuasion, whatever for this, can I? Oh, Wallace.
What do you mean get ready?
You
do the hand
I will ask it in Draconic. I would just, my liege, would you be perhaps amenable to conversation? I am fond of speaking with creatures with such an intelligence and presence as yourself, and I have heard many a tale of your greatness. Just a word or two.
I'll translate for Wallace.
Oh, okay. Buddy. I was like,
Go ahead and make that persuasion roll.
Just going
Oh yeah, I'm good at that.
Or like, rah, 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 whatever you're saying with Draconic.
I was gonna dump charisma, and then I didn't, and I'm so grateful.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's a natural 20!
Woo!
Let's go! For a 26.
Nice. Okay,
Hell
so
yeah.
you hear a chuckle at first. And it just kind of like echoes through the entire cavern. And you hear kind of the sound of movement on the other side as well. This creature is beginning to move around, and you hear, "You have come in here to kill a caged animal. You've been called here to get rid of a problem. They sent their very best, I'm sure. And now you want to talk?"
Yes, if you'll hear us. Well, me, I'm sort of the voice here. I've been nominated the brains. I don't really ascribe to that, but I will actually move myself around the corner so that it can see me. Like, I don't have my weapon drawn. Personally, I don't really like rules. I'm very much a fan of doing what strikes me in the moment. And for me, I take no pleasure in harming caged animals. Absolutely not, actually. I could tell you many a story of animals I've released or helped. I am very much a fan of deals. You are in a good position to either kill me or us to have this exhausting fight, or we could talk.
As you round the corner, you see the chamber before you. You can see there are many pillars in here that seem structural that are just destroyed. You're not sure how long this area has to stand. You see the walls are still holding, but many of the pillars are just gone. And you can see most of them don't, just from your glance here, most of them don't appear to be gone from a fight. It appears to be smashed out of anger in various directions. And turning in, you see the ancient red dragon stands
Adam
as
says
if
that. No, not Wallace.
as if awaiting your arrival, waiting to see you round the corner. You see the yellow eyes look you over as you're coming in. The nostrils flare, and you see black smoke clouds push out around the face for a moment afterwards.
I'll walk in
You
with
see,
him.
you see red scales, ancient scars all over its body from various battles and hunts in its
And
day.
just keep my hand back, like keeping everybody sort of at bay.
Yeah. You also notice fresher wounds and a crowbar that seems to be wedged between two of the teeth from an event that happened somewhat recently. sticking out of like the corner of his mouth. The ancient red dragon eyes you and then now eyes Wallace as Wallace is turning the corner, and his lips kind of curl into a disgusted frown as he says, "I'm quite tired of talking."
If it's a fight you want, I'll honor your wish, absolutely, but you don't have to. And I'm giving you that choice. All of us are.
We aren't no thieves and assassins here. If there is to be a fight, it'll be an honorable one.
We are people of honor. I will, sort of taking just the flowers that exist in my being, I imagine I carry all kinds, and if there are any that sort of bloom better after flame or in the presence of heat, I will just sort of take those and lay them close, and then back away.
Is that a gift? What is that?
Sometimes creatures like flowers. I don't have anything else to offer.
Right.
You see the head kind of stretch forward and move down to almost like sniff these flowers for a moment. And there's still just this snarling smile on his face, and he says, "Well, in that case, it will be an honor killing all of you."
Ah, right. A worthy challenger, finally.
Let's roll initiative, guys.
Let's do it.
Can I just say, as they were chatting, I cast Goodberry and I just put them in a pocket somewhere.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Great.
So I have advantage on initiative rolls, and I just rolled two 18s.
Yes.
Oh, I do.
Nice.
I think we all got that.
That's so cool.
Wait, what?
I think barbarians. I think at this level we get advantage on our initiative.
I believe
Oh.
this.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
19 for Wallace.
I have a 21.
14.
I'm also a 14.
Okay. So, say those one more time.
I think Petunia got the highest.
21.
19 for Wallace.
14.
Same. And my dex is +1.
Have the other two rounded the corner, or are you still back behind the wall?
How far does it sound like they have walked? Like, as they're talking, does it sound like they're keeping going, or they're just like kind of still?
No,
right there?
they just basically got into the line of sight and did not walk any further. So you can still see them. It's just a matter of, have you poked your head around the corner yet, or?
Nah.
I'd
Nah?
say Cyros hasn't yet.
Cool.
He's
All right,
just
yeah. So
like leaning up against the wall, waiting.
yeah, you're still back behind. The other two, you've seen this ancient red dragon kind of like square up a little bit, sniff these flowers, and say it will be an honor to kill all of you. And Petunia, you're up first.
That's what I was afraid of. I would like to rage.
Woo!
Yes.
The first one of the session.
Title here.
Second one of the session. Corrected myself. He's already declared war, but I feel bad swinging first. Okay. Well, because I'm raging, I gotta roll on my table real quick.
Oh right, yeah, you're the wild man. Oh yeah,
The wild magic
Hell
card.
yeah.
Wild West.
Oh, I
Wait.
have dropped it. That's a 7. Ooh, I like this one. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends, and the ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies.
Nice.
So Petunia will let out a mighty scream of, but I picked those flowers for you! And all of the plants that sort of just inhabit her being slither out onto the ground and punch through the stone and like extend, and anybody that's near her, like the plants move around them to encompass their feet so that they don't
Dope.
step on them. And I'm gonna just, how far away is the dragon? Can I get to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. Okay. Ooh. I've never played a barbarian before, so the close range is making me sweat.
Wait, I have to run up to this thing?
Yeah, literally. I
You
don't
have to
want
look at it.
I don't want to be near this thing. Okay, I'll run up to it and hit it with the hammer.
Fantastic.
Oh, I'm sweating. Okay.
I like how the first person to go and hit it is the one's like, "Hey, let's talk about it." Like, I'm in honor to defeat you. To run up, bam!
It's like,
Hell
no. Then I'm gonna kick your ass.
Time to die.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just double checking, like, I'm not missing anything, but I'll just run up to it and smack it, I guess. Where are my weapons? Why did I choose to use D&D Beyond for this? No!
Under
God.
actions.
There we go. Thank you. Yes. That is a 18 to hit.
You rush up to this creature. What is your weapon again?
It's a warhammer.
Yeah. You bring this warhammer back and swing forward, and as you slam the warhammer into the scales, it's like hitting iron. Ping! It just does not pierce through the creature's scales.
Great.
Off to a good start.
I know what I should have done, but I will do that next turn. If I can, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up. I'm
Sure.
afraid. And that'll probably be my turn.
Are you leaving his melee range backing up, or
No.
Okay.
Harry, do you take me for a fool?
You take me
You just
for a fool.
kind of back up and like ready for another attack, basically. Just kind of looking up at this creature. At the end of your turn,
Fuck.
this ancient red dragon is going to use one of his legendary actions
Having
to
flashback.
bring his tail around and just try to smack you out of existence, basically. As you're kind of backing up, it just brings the tail forward.
Bring it on.
All right. That's a 30.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I wasn't expecting.
God, if only I had a reaction. Alas.
I know, it's like when you're a barbarian, like, I have none of the cool things I have when I'm other stuff. I hate this, but
You
it's cool.
told me I
It's
have
like
these
a-
jumping legs and I can't use them.
You're
When
gonna
I hit
take
stuff.
21 points of bludgeoning damage. Reduced to half. Reduced to half because you're raging.
That's right. Okay, cool. I'm marking it. Awesome.
Awesome. As the tail just lashes out and like basically the tail itself doesn't slam into you, it almost like slashes down, and you can see it slash down into some of the like flowers and vines that are around you as well. Just kind of like slashing in and landing right there at your feet as it just kind of turns and looks at you and snarls. Is that your turn? Or is that your turn? Yeah, that was your turn because that was legend. Yeah.
But do you round damage up or down? 'Cause
Um,
you got an odd number.
Since this is the first time it's coming, we can decide as a group and then go with that for the rest. So it's entirely up to how everyone else would like to do that. Because that'll count with,
You know what? For our own personal survival sake, I feel like down.
I feel like down is a good idea.
all right.
Let's do
Down
it.
it is.
All right.
Okay. I will also remind and inform those of you that have not played at my 5e games before. Natural 1s are really fucking bad here. Natural 20s are really fucking good here. So it kind of just depends. If you have to make a saving throw and you roll a natural 20 and it's something you would have taken half damage for succeeding, a natural 20 you take no damage.
Oh, cool.
No matter what the spell or effect says. If you roll a natural 20, you take no damage. That being said, if you roll a natural 1, you take crit damage.
Take all the damage.
A natural
fine.
1, and that's by me too. If I roll a natural 1 on some sort of save, I am going to take crit damage from whatever that attack was. So, yeah, natural 1s, really fucking bad. Natural 20s, really good. So, yeah, knowing that, moving forward, Wallace, you're up.
Wallace would like to rage, and he just kind of looks forward. He's like, for the glory of the gods, and just lightning flies out of his eyes, and just kind of like little arcs of lightning are kind of jumping off of his skin as he gets a little bit veiny and a little bit bigger. Just and you can't like kind of see his pupils, kind of like Thor-ish type of stuff. And he takes out the great sword on his back, and he's like, Petunia, can you give me a lift? And I just start when he rages, he can move half of his feet towards the creature. I guess without using some of his feet, and his speed is 40.
Okay.
So he moves 20, and what I would like to do is jump off of Petunia and onto the dragon's head.
Let me
boost him.
Let me give you an option here.
Okay.
Either you can do that, or Petunia can kind of turn and do some cool shit with the vines, and the vines
hell
themselves are like stair-stepping up. So that you're able to run up them, yeah?
Yeah,
okay,
yes,
cool.
yes, please.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, so the two of you kind of tell me what that looks like.
Going up, and I'll just sort of, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna smash my hammer into the ground. And the tree trunk that makes my hammer is gonna, the roots will extend in, and I'll sort of hold that down while Wallace gets a
leapfrog over you.
Yes.
Awesome. Leapfrog onto the back of your hammer and then jump up, and I would like to land on the dragon's head with the intention of trying to first stab it in the eye.
Okay. So first I'll have you make an attack roll.
Cool.
And I will say if you hit, you'll be able to stay on the head. If you miss, you're gonna fall.
Alright. Okay, I'm going to use a luck point.
Great.
I do have that feat because it was 2, and I don't want to... Oh, that's much better. So that is... Oh, also, in a message I sent you, is it okay if I have a little
Yes.
+1 lightning sword?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that is... With math... That is 23.
23 will hit.
Hit. Okay, amazing. Also, I would need the dragon to do a. Where is that? They'll need to do a dex save DC 15, because as I'm jumping onto its head, there is an aura of lightning around me for about 10 feet. It's not very much damage, but it can do a little bit of damage if it fails, or even if it doesn't.
I got a 17, so I did succeed the dex save.
So it does half, but it's like D6, so... Okay, it does 1 lightning damage
Woo!
To the Dragonian boy. But with the sword, that does other things that I will have to roll for. Rage damage. That's 14 lightning damage coming at this dragon. And I was trying to hit it in the eye. Yes, that was my first attack.
All right. Yeah. So as you jump off of all of these various like vines, kind of growing up to push you in that direction, you leap, like hands overhead, slam down. You see it almost pierces directly through the eye, but not quite enough damage to blind it or anything. It pierces like right beside its eye. You see it go through, kind of like pop off various scales on the side of its face. And as the blade kind of like breaks loose, you're able to grab onto the head, and you are on this dragon's head.
Alright, and I'd like to take my second attack. Since I missed the eye, I'm like, oh, looks like you're gonna be a tough one! And then I'll try to stab again in the exact, trying to get the eye.
Nice.
And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That is not going to hit.
Ah! I don't like that.
You bring up the sword, and as you go to slam back down, you feel this creature beginning to like shake its head to try to get you off of it, and you have to instead focus on holding on to the head itself, and you're not able to get that second attack in.
I think that's the only thing I can do. I guess I'll just kind of sort of shout out to everyone. It's like, we need to make sure to close its damn mouth.
All right.
And that's what I say as I'm trying to hold on to the head and flying around. Ah! That's what Wallace does.
Sweet. And at the end of your turn, he's going to take another legendary action, and he is going to. You feel like the wings beginning to stretch out just a little bit, and they do stretch forward, and then they just flap down as hard as they can. Wind gusts outward. I will need Petunia and Wallace to make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. Is there any way that I can make it a strength to try to hold on to the dragon? I'm always going to pull bullshit like this.
Okay, so I will say make a dexterity to see if you take any of the force damage.
Okay.
And then if you can make a strength to hold on if you fail that.
Cool.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I have. Don't I have a thing where I'm good at dexterity?
That is a thing. I think.
That's a thing.
With barbarians.
Yeah.
I think it's against traps you can see or something like that.
Is it specifically I'm like sweating. Okay, I'm just gonna roll normal, and then if oh wait, here we go. You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Yeah.
Let's go. I'm excited.
Okay, much better.
Oh, thank God for advantage.
Yeah, same. 18 for Wallace.
Also 18.
Okay, yeah, so you both failed.
No! Ah,
Oh, how the mighty fall.
I hate this.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Not if he holds on tight enough.
God, no.
DC was 25,
Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
but that's gonna be 18 bludgeoning damage, reduced to half because you're both raging. And since you failed, you are knocked prone.
Damn.
Wallace, I'm gonna have you make a strength saving throw to see if you're knocked prone on top of this dragon's head, or if you're flung off to the ground.
No! Okay, I'm going to use a lucky because this is very bad. I don't
That
want
no was golden.
Ooh, much better. That was a nat 1 to a 19 plus whatever my save is, plus 8.
Nice.
So,
Yeah. So you do take the damage. You are both considered prone. As Petunia, you see the vines around you, like trying to almost like help hold you up. But this gust, you slam into them, and your own vines kind of trip you, and you slam down onto your back. Wallace, you're immediately just slam down onto your stomach, and you're going to like slide off of this dragon's head, and you just grab on as hard as you can to one of the scales from the wound that you just gave it. You kind of like hold on to that, and you're prone, but you're able to hang on up there. And now it's the dragon's turn. So
It's okay. It's okay.
the dragon is going to look directly at Petunia, and you just hear a growl that just says, "Stay down." And I'm gonna have you make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Is it a magical effect? I'm begging for my life right now.
Ah,
I have magic resistance, so I'm asking.
Oh, that's dope as hell.
Yeah,
I don't-
because I'm a satyr.
I actually don't know. So I'm using Frightful Presence.
Oh, probably not then. No,
Yeah,
I think that's
it's
just a
like
feature.
fear, but I don't think it's.
Yeah, if it's a
Magic.
resistance for like a fear effect, it'll say it in my ability. So that's
Gotcha.
fair. I had to ask. That is. What is it? What's the saving throw?
Wisdom.
The one time I don't play druid. That's an 8.
An 8. You are looking up at this thing, and you can see almost the features like twist in a way that you can't fight this thing. You are frightened of this creature, and now, it is going to lunge forward at you. It is going to make one claw attack toward you, a bite attack toward you, and the third claw attack, it's gonna try to reach around and grab Wallace off
Oh,
of
fuck off!
its head.
Frightened is my least favorite condition.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carrie.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Okay, so I am going to first make the claw attack towards Petunia with advantage for being prone. Claw, claw, claw. That's a 30 again.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That is 18 slashing damage.
Okay. Is that halved already, or
Still
am I
halved.
having that?
Still have everything that I say
Okay. Okay. Cool.
because I don't math.
that makes me feel better.
And then that bite attack, right after clawing you, kind of like rips a piece of your clothing, almost turns you, like almost rolls. You almost roll on the ground here, and then it just like pushes its claw down to steady you and just lunges down to try to bite into you. I will say, Amber and Zeros, you just see this creature's head come in as like right after Petunia was knocked to their back. Okay, bite attack.
Does that mean it enters my range of attacking? To opportunity attack its face?
Sure, you know what? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Does that
Hell yes.
include
Protect
me
me,
as
friends.
well?
It's not pulling away yet, so once
Okay.
it does though,
Okay.
for sure. Okay, so that bite is
Get here,
oh my
kitty.
gosh. That bite is a 32.
Gosh.
Ancient dragons.
I mean,
How?
glad we're
No,
barbarians.
32 to hit. 32 to
Oh,
hit.
32 to hit. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's...
That's going to be 22 piercing damage. Half to 11. And
And
And?
I will say, as a metagaming bitch, though, this is like literally nothing compared to its fire breath.
You know, that's what I'm
So I'm
afraid
like-
of.
don't say that.
Like,
I
we
got all that
gotta
dice.
we gotta
that's what I got
clamp
my
that.
tray for.
Yeah.
So you're lucky because this was 46, like 4d6 fire damage.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 6 and 3 1s.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So that is 9 fire damage, which is not halved.
No, that's not half. That's
Is
right.
that like from its bite as well,
Yeah.
or something? Oh my! Oh, that's cool. So it like
Crunches down and you just
does a
feel
little bit of fire.
like the
That's
teeth. You feel the teeth pierce your shoulder, and then you feel the teeth burning, like almost like cauterizing your own wounds at that point because it's just biting into you with just these
that's dope.
burning hot teeth. And then it's going to go ahead and let go, and I will say it is pulling away. Amber and Zeros, go ahead and make an opportunity attack as it is reaching backwards to try to grab Wallace off of its head.
Oh, that flew away, but it's fine. Everything's fine. 19?
19 does not hit.
raging. Yep.
So I forgot how to play 5e. So I rolled a natural 20.
Oh!
I don't know
Nice.
what I add to that.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you'll hit it.
Sweet.
But you'll have your proficiency bonus.
+4.
Yeah.
Which
Oh.
is, and then whatever your weapon is, if it's a dexterity or a strength based thing.
Which is probably strength, but
yeah.
It is.
So you add your strength modifier to that, and that'll be your attack bonus. Like that's what you add to your d20 roll to see if you hit.
Yeah, so you have your 20 plus your proficiency plus your strength.
Strength mod. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that would have been a 27
Nice.
to hit it.
Roll damage for that.
Okie dokie.
Do you know the damage for that?
I do. It's a
Cool.
1d10 plus strength.
Okay.
And it'll also be plus your rage damage, which will be a +3. So that's +3. on
Not
top of
raging,
all of
though.
that.
I'm
Oh,
not
right.
raging.
You're not raging. Fine.
Not raging yet.
I am not
But
raging.
yeah,
yet.
whenever you do rage,
Gotcha.
I'm mostly saying this also for myself, so I can
Yeah.
remember.
That's gonna be 9 damage.
okay? Yeah, so tell me what that looks like. As the two of you are standing there, the head is beginning to pull away and both of you kind of lunge forward to attack. What does Amber's missed attack look like?
So she's only 4'2", so my guess is she's probably like, my guess is that Syros is like just next to her, so she goes to maybe stab up at it, but it's retreating too quickly that she can't quite so high up.
Fair enough. And Syros, what does that look like as you actually make contact with your weapon?
So Syros is like standing up against the wall, and as it came through to bite down on Petunia, he kind of steps forward and grabs with both hands at his side. And as it's pulling away, he kind of just throws his axe like in an upward motion and just kind of like gets it at the jaw, probably.
Nice. Yeah, and it pulls away and it's kind of like shaking its head, reaches over.
Do I have any sort of cover being on its head?
I just rolled a natural 20, so I'm gonna say no.
Oh, wait. I would like to use my last lucky point to have it re-roll.
Nice. All right.
Because I feel like that's
Nice.
very bad for it to get a nat 20 on me.
Yeah. Okay. That instead will still hit, but is not a critical hit.
Cool.
So
I'm happy with that.
nice.
All my lucky
Yeah.
points are
Good
gone.
use. Good use. That is going to be 21 points of slashing damage as you feel the claws crunch into you and just pull you basically off of its head and directly in front of its face. As this creature is now just looking at you, you see the eyes narrow and the nostrils flare, and you see that black smoke just kind of pushing out again.
Do you fear death? Because I don't.
That is the dragon's turn. Prince Syros, you rolled the same initiative. Therefore, you can either kind of decide who goes first, or you can do something cool at the same time. That is entirely up to you.
You already hit, so I feel like you're on better footing than I am.
Okay. Yeah, alright. I guess I will go ahead and rage.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna just like round the corner and I'm gonna
I also just want to note that, like, we're playing all barbarians, but we all get excited every time someone says they're gonna rage. We're like, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know that it's coming. I don't know.
I know that it's coming, and I'm imagining the live tweet every single GIF that I post.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Thaumaturgy,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna attempt to intimidate this thing.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So,
This little stick figure. This is like.
I
yeah.
I'm like
So,
tiny compared to this thing.
what does this look like? Like, what are you?
So as I rage and I round the corner, I like cast Thaumaturgy, and it just like visible sound waves through the area as I say, you better back down.
Ooh. Okay. Go ahead and make an intimidation roll.
19.
Okay. as these sound waves like push through, your voice just booms out with it. And Wallace, you see the eyes kind of flick over. Holding you in front of it, it just kind of looks over at this little tiefling creature that is just putting off this confidence and this just intimidating presence just pushing off of him. And he has at least taken notice. You're not sure if he's intimidated, but he's definitely impressed one way or the other.
The eligible dragon bachelor has noticed you.
No,
That's a
this is
different game,
barbarians, not bards.
I say, who is that barbarian across the room?
Oh,
What
My dragon saw you across the room and we like your vibe.
We're just gonna turn this into like a dating simulator real
Oh,
quick. Oh, with the dragon.
Is that Cirrus's turn, or would you like to do anything else?
So about how far away from it am I?
Not far. It's literally looking down at you like there's not much room inside of this little chamber here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I guess, like, run and jump and just kind of try to bring down the axe two-handed.
Sure.
And I think everyone has 2 attacks. I'm pretty sure at this level.
I forgot on my turn, and I should have done 2. And I did
So that's
it.
not good. Like 9 to hit. So
Yeah. Yeah, either way, as you're kind of rushing up towards this thing, you have this confidence, like you that would have scared many beings. That would have intimidated many beings. And as you're rushing up to bring your axe up and go to slam down, this dragon just looks at you and huffs. And you feel the breath like slam into you, and it almost knocks you backwards, but it does kind of like stagger you a little bit to where you're not able to actually make that attack.
Now's your time to shine, me boy!
okay.
Okay.
Is thaumaturgy an action or a bonus action?
In action.
Oh, but.
Okay, then yeah, that'll be both of your actions there then.
Bummer.
So that is your turn. And Amber, what would you like to do?
Well, first, I would like to rage.
Ah!
Let's go.
So for Amber, she almost all of the tattoos all over her glow with like this bluish light. And she steps out with her sword in 2 hands. And so I get extra movement with mine. So she runs it because she's real small. I assume the dragon is pretty like, even if he's kind of kind of crouching, is she still kind of like there's gaps underneath him that she could go underneath?
Yeah.
Then hell yeah, I'm under that dragon.
Yeah.
And I want to go to kind of the throat area and slash reckless attack 2 attacks.
Fuck yes, go for it.
So first attack, bam. No, dice down.
No.
Okay, that's
Enthusiastic
17 plus 7, so 24 for the first
Yep, that'll
one.
hit.
And then 12 plus 7, so 19. So that doesn't hit. But the first one hit. Wait,
Yeah.
no. Because I don't get a plus from rage, right? For attack, it's just damage.
Not
Yeah.
to attack, it's just to the damage.
Just for damage, yeah. Okay, so 1 hit is 1d10 plus 3. So 6, 7, 9, 11, 12 damage. And because I hit, he now has disadvantage attacking anyone but me. And when the target hits a creature other than me, they have resistance to the damage dealt by the attack. Boom.
Nice. Definitely, I will forget that, so
I'll
definitely
remember.
remind me.
Everybody remember
Definitely
that.
That
attack
is
me.
clutch.
Fantastic. Is that your turn?
that is it. So I'm just under a dragon.
Fantastic. Back up to the top, Petunia. It is your turn.
Okay. So I think. Oh, is this an action though? Casting a spell is an action. I wish this feat gave me a bonus action. It does not. I sacrifice my attack. We really need to hurt this thing. I'm doing so many calculations in my head. This is worth it. Like, yeah, I think I will. Just for my friends, I am going to use my Fey Touch feat and cast Hex on the dragon.
Ooh, nice.
It's only first level, but it's something. And I'm going to ask him to bork dexterity saving throws. Bork.
What does that mean?
I don't be bad at him.
Oh, okay.
Hey, be bad at dex saves, okay?
Hey.
Okay.
And just bark in general.
Just bork your saving throws. Every time it comes to it, there's a little dog. Just bork.
Bork.
Yeah. So
there
I
anything-
can. I place a curse on him until the spell ends. I deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to him. It's for 10 minutes, and I can choose a ability check that it will have disadvantage on.
Fantastic.
And
Is it concentration?
it is.
Okay.
So that's my action. I am going to. I don't have any bonus actions because barbarians don't have those. I will ask a question instead.
I will say, I will let you make an attack if you'd like.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's technically like, oh, you only have 2 actions if it's attack actions, but you could just do 2 different actions. It's fine. Yeah, go for it.
That would be great. I will take that. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie is all-knowing and powerful.
That's the dragon's name.
Yes. I love
No, I thought it was Jim the Red Terror.
it. Are you sure it's not Jim from accounting or customer service?
Jim, what do you wish?
So that's a 26 to hit. Not a
That'll
natural
hit.
20. 19, but we were close.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah, so before you roll roll damage first, and then after you tell me what that damage is, tell me what that looks like, because you were knocked on your back prone, so kind of
Which
like
I'm also going to stand up.
Yeah, tell me how that scene plays out.
Okay. We got a 7!
Woo!
That's above 2, which is what I thought we were going to get. Cool. And, I get to roll my damage because I hit him. This is great. I feel like a kid on Christmas. Okay. That's 13. Do I get rage bonus?
Yeah, it should be +3 damage
So,
for your raging.
so then 16 damage.
That's plus your hex.
Yeah, plus
Oh.
a d6 because I got a 6.
Okay, so 13?
Yeah.
Cool.
No, wait. Yes. Wait. 13 is plus 3, so 16.
Okay, cool.
Because
Nice.
yeah. Okay. I am going to where I lay crumpled and slightly singed. The vines sort of just lift me up to stand, and I will, if I can, underneath the dragon's jaw, I will snort out my own curl of dark mist from as I latch on with the hex, and then I will jam the spiked underside, like the spiked top of my hammer up into the bottom of the dragon's chin and just drag it all the way down.
Nice. Yeah, you can just feel different scales kind of giving way, scale by scale by scale as you are dragging that blade. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and not like that, so we're gonna take a legendary action once again. We are going to now kind of like brace, like push up a little bit, and the wings come out and flap down again, and this is going to affect everyone But I'm gonna have everyone make a dexterity saving throw, and I'm gonna have Wallace take it at disadvantage. You're being held in this creature's.
Does that mean it's normal because we have advantage on dex?
Then yeah, it would be just a straight roll for you. Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Aha!
It's still not that great. I mean, last one was a fucking 25, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get it. 15 for Wallace.
Aim for Petunia.
15 for Sirius. Zeros. Forgot my own name.
You get hit in the head one too many times.
Yeah.
Right?
What was Amber's?
19.
Yeah, so all of you are gonna take 20 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 10 if you're raging, and you are all knocked prone, except for Wallace, who's still just in the grasp of the dragon.
Ta-da.
And Wallace, it's your turn.
I'm in his hand. I have a question. What?
I'm in his hand.
In his hand. What is in this room? You said there's like some columns and things. Like, can you just describe to me what else?
Yeah. It's a circular room. You see mostly stone walls. A lot of them have been just kind of like smashed into. You see dirt, like earth behind the stone. There are various pillars, most of which are destroyed. There was one central, like,
Pillar?
pedestal, like a pedestal sort of thing. Nothing's on it anymore, and you see most of that has been destroyed as well. Other than that, it's a pretty empty circular room.
Is there any precarious leaning columns or like chains of any sort, like metal chains or anything like that around?
Make a perception check.
That is 13.
13. You're not seeing any chains or anything like that. You do see there are a couple of columns that are still intact. You see they're cracked in multiple places, like in the center, like they were slammed into, but maybe you were a little stronger and haven't quite caved in yet. But that's about it. You don't really see any chains or anything in here.
Could I infer that maybe I'm looking to try to find a little trap or something to fall on this dragon? Would that one of those columns could one of those columns be used to do that?
I'm having Margrave flashbacks, but
Yes.
it could very well be used for that.
Okay. Cool.
But it could very well not be a controlled situation.
Mm-hmm. I will kind of like look at the group, trying to get eye contact with people, and kind of looking over to that, just to like, I don't know, be like kind of pointing it out but not saying anything, just in case someone else wants to thinks that's a good idea. And I know this is a lot, but is there, since I fought a dragon before, do I know anything about its like anatomy? Basically, I'm looking for like, is there a gland that is like, this is where the fire comes from, type of a thing? Because I want to figure out where that is, because I want to stab it and get rid of it.
Yeah, I will let you either roll Arcana or
Animal
handling. Mhm.
Yes, I will do that. Oh, baby! That is a 19 plus 4, so 23.
Okay, so I have good news and I have bad news.
Let's give
The
it,
good
lay it
news-
out.
The good news is you do know that there are like glands inside of the dragon that produces like whatever its breath is. The bad news is you know it's not very easy to get to. It's not something you can probably pierce from. It's not like in its neck or anything. It's in its chest, like near its heart. So you could potentially hit it, but it definitely won't be easy.
You mean I might have to hit it from the inside?
If that is the conclusion that Wallace comes to, so be it.
Wallace looks up at this dragon, and he's lived a very long time. And this is finally a challenger worthy of him. And he wants to do things recklessly. So what he'd like to do, he's like, Dragon! Open wide! And then I want to try to do as much as I can to try to get inside of this fucking thing's mouth and down its throat.
Okay.
If I can help him get a boost or anything, I will. Anything
So first we'll see if you can get out of its grasp.
Right.
That is the first step. So go
So
ahead
I,
and
like-
make us.
Can I try to hit it or something like that? Or would that be too much trying to get into his mouth as well?
I think trying to break. You're basically grappled right now in a sense. So it's like trying to break that grapple. So you'll do your athletics or acrobatics, whichever way you want to go with
I
that.
do have advantage on those, being in a rage. Oh, well, not great. That is a 23.
I got a 26.
Okay, balls.
Just struggling against this thing, you can just feel the claws tighten around you and like pierce into like your arm and your leg on the other side.
Also, I guess at the same time, can it just do another dex save for me? Because my aura is still active.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, and it has disadvantage on that, right?
Oh, yes. It has to beat a 15.
I got an 18 with disadvantage.
Okay, I mean, it still only takes about 20 damage and really roll very high. Is there any way I can try to do another breaking out of its grapple?
Yeah,
or
yeah, you can try again. Yeah, go for it.
All right. I just be like, oh, look how tasty I look, and try to
Nice.
break out of it. That's a dirty 20. Oh
Okay.
no, wait, I have advantage. Yeah, this is still better.
So, I got a natural 20.
No!
But what's gonna happen?
But I mean, I was just trying to break out. I mean, there wasn't damage or anything. Like,
Well, what we're gonna do is holding on to you, like in front of its face. It heard you say open wide. And as you're like struggling to get out of its grasp, it's just holding you like the tiny little being that you are in its mind. And you see it open its mouth, and you can see like just these strings of saliva and blood from various wounds stretching from each tooth, just all around, and then it eventually breaks as the mouth opens wider, and you can see it bringing you to its mouth. So you're kind of getting what you want, but you haven't quite broken out of the grasp. Yeah.
I sort of whispers to myself, Genie, here I come. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his turn.
All right. Great. It is now the dragon's turn. And all of you were knocked prone, correct?
Yeah.
Great. So this dragon is going to basically, you feel just one slight little flap as it's using as much of its movement as it can in this little space. You see it mostly like stand up against the wall, almost sideways, like clenching into the wall with one hand, the other hand holding on to your new ally. And this dragon turns and looks down at the three of you on the ground, and you see a smile come across its face as it holds Wallace directly in front of its mouth and releases a fire breath on all of you.
Great. Boy.
That'll be a dexterity saving throw, please.
How high up is the dragon's like mouth from us on the ground?
Probably like maybe pushing 40 feet.
That's Okay, I'm gonna ask something ridiculous.
Great, I love it.
I've been sitting on what I've been calling the fire escape maneuver, which is so good. I might be pushing it, but do you think I could mirthfully grab Wallace and Misty Step out of the way, potentially reducing the damage that he takes? Because Misty Step is a bonus action to cast, and it's within my movement speed, but it's like also ridiculous. So, fire escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you wanting to land?
I can
Inside
go.
of this dragon's stomach.
Honestly, I was gonna do it the other way. Like I thought you would make it in the dragon. I'd have to go get in the dragon to get you out.
That's pretty dope.
Flipping it a little bit. I can go up to 30 feet with Misty Step. So if I can get us out of the range of the cone, I will. But if not, just reduce. I'm sure it's gonna be worse being right here than like out here. So
Yeah. I will say, yeah, you're probably not going to be able to escape the cone.
makes sense.
But I like it. So,
What I gotta
Thank
do?
you, Petunia. Thank you.
Anytime.
tell us what that looks like. You see the dragon breathing in, and you see the black smoke almost like sucking back in, and the heat forming inside the jaws. About to let this fire breath out. What does this fire escape look like?
This is gonna backstory. It reminds me very specifically of a nightmare my older sister used to have, and that I would try to comfort her from. And I always told her that if she ever came across a dragon, that I'd be there to protect her. She's not here. Might as well protect Wallace. So I'm going to crouch down and like splinter the earth beneath my hooves, and bounce up, maybe like ping-ponging off of places on the dragon, just to get there. And I'm going to just body slam Wallace and like grab him. And as we make contact, we would disappear in a puff of iridescent smoke and reappear somewhere.
Yeah, and as you're reappearing, everyone give me those dexterity saving throws.
As we do, I also want to add that I have a reaction that I'm able to do, which makes sense with this roll now, called Spirit Shield. So as the fire comes to us, Amber turns, and again, the tattoos glow, and almost a light out of her arm. The figure of a female dwarf, older than her, very much probably like a grandmother or great-grandmother, appears in front of Zeros, and you reduce your damage by 2d6.
Oh,
Like,
hell yeah.
real hard.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Wait, what?
You're gonna
I
reduce.
shield you.
Oh,
Her shield grandma
So sweet.
came back to protect
Grandma
you.
Shield.
Okay, so I
Reduced
will
by
tell
5.
everyone the DC to beat here is 24.
It's like literally impossible.
Might not be. Hold on.
However, how would a natural 20 do me?
A natural 20, you'll take no damage.
Ah-cha-cha!
High five.
Thank you, Petunia!
I got a dirty
thank you,
20.
Liz.
We both rolled natural 20s.
Oh, what? Oh my
Yes.
god! I mean, that really makes
Damn.
a lot of sense with the spell.
Yeah, you were poofed out like when it released is what we'll say for that. So awesome. What was Zeros and Amber's rolls?
I got a
What was
dirty
Zeros and
20.
Amber's? Okay.
8.
8.
No.
She's not a dexterous
Okay.
dwarf.
So
I think you
both
guys
of those
do
are
have
going to fail.
advantage on your dex
Oh, that
saves.
was with advantage.
Okay.
Okay. So Amber, do you want to roll the 2d6 to reduce the damage, or do you want Zeros to roll it?
I did roll it.
Okay.
I don't
All right.
remember
Now
it, so
give
I
me a
can-
moment.
Yeah. Oh God.
How many dice do you have to roll for this? Just
Do you really
A
want to know?
lot. There's a lot.
I do want to know.
There's a lot.
Is it like 10d something or some
Nope.
shit?
It's like
20.
12 or 15. I
More than
think.
that.
Are you kidding me?
What?
What are you doing to me?
What is it? The people want to know.
So, for those of you that would like to know, an ancient red dragon's fire breath deals 26d6 damage.
Oh my God.
That
Yes,
is
it does.
so many.
That looks roughly like this.
Let's see.
Jesus.
Okay,
I hate
so
Oh,
6.
God.
So
So I took 5 off of your your damage.
average.
You know.
Okay,
3
please
times
hold while I
26.
calculate her.
The average is 78.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
Uh,
fire damage. I take half of that anyway.
You take half fire damage?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're tiefling. Oh my God, that was a perfect
Nice.
person to get hit by this. However, I don't think Skyman ever
How many hit points do you have right now?
75.
98. Are we both
Oh
dead?
no.
Oh no,
Are we
dude.
both
Oh, no.
already dead? Jeez.
So,
What happened?
what did you, okay, so, wait, hold on. You're gonna take, okay, this is gonna be something. So, Zeros already takes half. Okay, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Half minus 5, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so Amber is going to take 95 points
Oh my
of fire damage,
Oh my God.
while
Okay.
Cyros
Hello?
42 points.
Hello?
That's after I got rid of everything else. Cyros takes 42 points
Oh my God.
of fire damage, while Amber takes 95 points of fire damage. And in that briefest second, as those flames burst outward, Petunia and Wanda just so happened to be just pushed out just in time.
So lucky.
Wow, 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 wow.
You
Why
are
am the
basically
party
like,
support
I would have
all
been
the time.
I'd have been down.
you're basically reappearing in the aftermath of these flames that have burst through. The ground charred, the floor charred all around you, the wall charred on the other side. That is the dragon's turn.
Cool.
Now you see why I wanted to jump in its mouth. Everyone thinks Wallace is crazy because he's like, I'm gonna get rid of the fire, and I was like, no, no, no.
Amber and Cyros.
Can I cast Hellish Rebuke?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna-
read to me what that does, because that's been a while.
Well, hold on.
Guys, I don't think we can kill an ancient dragon.
It takes 2d10 technically fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one, but you said I could change the damage type.
Mhm.
And I don't know what I'm going to change it to.
I feel like a tiefling would make sense if it was like necrotic or
Necrotic damage? That's what I was thinking.
Force?
force, yeah, something.
Psychic.
I will just full disclosure say it's only immune to fire damage, so
Do I add my +3 damage bonus since I'm raging?
I don't think so, because I
No.
think that's more of like weapon
It's
based.
like physical
Yeah.
attacks.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it says like strength-based weapons or something like that.
Okay. So I don't add anything to this, right? It's just a straight roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's gonna be 18 points of damage.
Nice.
Necrotic damage.
Necrotic. All right. Does
That's
this
the only
look?
time I could do that.
Does this look any specific way?
Yeah, as he so as the fire breath hits us and I see like the grandma shield from Amber. As I see it, I look over and I see her get hit with it, and I just bring up my middle finger. I'm like, fuck you, dragon. And it
Hell
just
yeah.
explodes out of my hand.
Amazing. Perfect. On brand.
It's canon.
All right. And now it is Amber and Cyros' turn.
So it moved, you said, because I was underneath it before. Now it's up on the wall.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing with my bonus action, which is to say ingesting a potion. So I'm gonna do that right now.
Gulp.
Dear God. Could be worse. Okay. Okay. It's 15. No, wait. 15 plus level. So 24. Okay. Not immediately dead. I will run up underneath the giant middle finger and swing twice at its leg that it's
Nice.
holding, or that it, I guess, is no longer holding Wallace.
Yeah, you can see him like looking into the empty claws now, like looking around like, what?
Huh?
Not the first one. Oh my god. Not the second one either. Yeah, no.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
swinging wildly, but you're in so much pain still as this magical healing is slowly starting to scab over some of your wounds. It's still just, it just took a lot out of you, and you're just swinging.
Is there a way for me to use my movement to get in a place, because he's massive and I'm tiny, not capital T tiny, but you know, like behind a leg or something, so like even partial cover? I don't.
I would say there's enough debris around from various pillars that have been blasted over that you could probably duck down behind one of those.
Hell yeah, I
Have
do
some
that.
good cover. Okay. Perfect. Zeros.
Okay, is there like any debris that I could like run up and jump on top of this dragon with?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to just go 2 reckless attacks at this thing's wing.
Ooh,
One
nice.
of the wings.
Okay, so I'm gonna count this first attack as whether or not you're gonna be able to like stay up on top of it. So if you hit, you'll be able to stay on top of it, and either way you can take the 2 attacks against the wing. But if you don't hit that first one, you'll be like sliding down the wing as you're taking that second attack.
Okay.
So cool, take those at advantage.
All right. Let's see here. 15 plus 7 is 22.
22
first one?
just hits.
Ooh. Oh. All right, next one. Oh yeah, we're definitely not taking that number. That's a natural 1. 13 plus 7 is not gonna hit.
So roll damage for that first one, and you can still be on top of its back if you'd like.
I would love to stay on this thing's back.
And you took that was reckless, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So 13?
13 damage?
Yeah.
Nice.
That took way too long.
Yeah, as you kind of like push off of some of the, you see Petunia, or you see Amber duck down behind some of the debris, and you're like, yes, the debris, and you kind of use that to hop up, and you slam down on one of the wings, slice into it. You feel the dragon's body shift and move from the pain that you just pierced into his wing. And you're able to rip that sword out, but you're not able to get that second attack in because the body is now beginning to kind of like shift off the wall and is just a little bit unstable. But great, is that your turn?
I believe so.
Cool. It's gonna use its legendary action to tail attack you from that hit and try to knock you off of its back.
Oh,
It has
yes.
disadvantage.
Yes.
Aha!
Yeah, it does. It does have disadvantage.
Suck it, dragon. Suck it, Jim.
Yeah. Jim the dragon.
Which is really good
Bitch.
because that's a natural 20.
That, yeah, we don't
And-
like those.
And another
A-
natural 20.
No.
And a
Don't
dirty
put that
20.
darkness on us.
All right. Well,
Dirty
those that hits.
Harry, I
Dirty
need you to
Unfortunately.
put whichever D20 you're using, just put it away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
stop
take
being cruel.
Put it away.
Put it
gonna
away.
take- You're gonna take 20 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 10. And go ahead and just make a strength save for me.
You also get half
Alright.
damage, so I don't know if you doubled the half.
So 5. You'll take 5
Ah.
bludgeoning damage. Nice.
Ah. That was a Muppet. Sorry. Sounded like that.
5 bludgeoning damage, and make a strength save for me.
Marka.
All right.
I plot this with Muppets this whole time.
Yeah.
I really want the fan art now of just us but Muppets.
21.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go kill this
21.
dragon.
I will say, yeah, that's enough to still kind of hold on and brace yourself to still be on the kind of back and wing of this creature. Great.
Hi-ya! I'm sorry, I like the Muppets.
Petunia,
Got Rainbow Connection. Yeah?
you're up.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no.
No. I turned out I'm a goofball, and I'm an honest goofball. I forgot you cannot cast spells while you're raging, so Hex does not happen. I cannot un-Misty Step, unfortunately. That's,
oh, poo.
Who? I know that's tragic.
Well, we can just say that your rage ended.
Okay, that's fair. I'll do
Perfect.
that works.
Can
So
I
I
talk
would-
to Petunia for a second? As you jumped me out of there. So you jumped me out of there, and Wallace's eyes were closed. He looked kind of peaceful, and then he wakes up, or he opens his eyes and sees that he's not there, and he looks kind of sad. And he turns towards you, and he's like, "We need to get this thing somewhere else. We're dying out there. The way that we're fighting it, it's not working. Do you have any ideas?"
I'm gonna think real quick.
We're dead out here in the open. Maybe if we can get somewhere, maybe is there tunnels or somewhere that we can maybe jam it in or something? I don't mind about me dying, but the rest of you should at least stay alive.
No, Wallace, you're making it out of here with us. If anyone's going down, it's not gonna be me.
No, I'm fine with that.
Is there a ceiling to this chamber, or is it open?
Yeah, there's a ceiling.
Interesting.
I know, ceilings, man.
Does this room have walls? Suspicious.
Dang.
No, I'm just kidding.
I have to double check something.
No. I was making a joke. No.
No, that's not what it is. I wanna. Oh, can I do something ridiculous?
Please tell me what it is.
I will assist in whatever this is.
So, as a satyr, okay, I have.
I already like it, whatever.
Oh my god, this is the most stupid thing I've done. Okay, so as a satyr, I have a feature called Bolstering Magic, where I can touch a creature, which can be myself, and confer one of the following benefits, right? But one of the things I can do is to regain an expended spell slot. I have not raged yet. Okay, so what I'm thinking, give myself back my spell slot and attempt to Misty Step the dragon
Oh.
elsewhere. I don't know where. I don't know how many steps this plan has. But elsewhere.
I would love to help if in any way with Petunia's plan.
There?
I think you have a plan, and the only way to figure out if it's gonna work or not is to try it.
Okay. Do I see anywhere
Scott,
reasonably
Chat, look at the chat. Ever had a great idea.
Oh my god, so true.
Fuck
Thinking
yes.
this completely original idea that I definitely just thought of and was not reminded of. Can I attempt to teleport the dragon into the elevator shaft?
Sure. So Misty Step. are you going with it?
I was hoping to I'm afraid to go with it. I feel like I'm gonna go with it and get squished. So I'm hoping to just use the spell on it instead and send it into the elevator shaft, and then we can like Power Rangers go after it or whatever, or figure out how to get out of here.
Right, our Megatrons. I forgot.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
Megazord? I said the wrong word.
You did, but I know what
All
you meant, and it made it better.
it made it better.
Right, the Decepticon, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So do you have the description of Misty Step pulled up for me?
I do not.
I'm pretty sure it just says you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says you can displace a dragon.
Yeah.
Carrie,
I think you're the
Google it.
GM, so
It says
we can
Wizards
do whatever
of the
you
Core.
want,
It says,
really.
you know, Wizards of the Coast official ruling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
pull
I
up my
think-
spell book. Hold on.
I think
Unless you have it. Or am I still
okay. Here's what we'll do.
looking? Okay.
You would have to move with it in
Okay.
order to place it somewhere. But I will say if you can roll a natural 20,
Oh.
then you
Oh.
can
Okay.
avoid moving with it.
Is there, can I like help in any sort of way? So okay, there's role playing stuff to justify
sweating.
this fucking action.
Yeah.
I was cursed by the gods, and cannot die. Well, other means. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe the lightning that's jumping off of me can help supercharge the spell that she's trying to do, and I'm just like looking up at the gods and being like, just let it happen, please. You can take me. And I don't know, something.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything at this exact moment in time?
So y'all pick the d20 I roll, because I'm shaking. I don't know which one to choose. Hold on.
Which ones you got?
Oh god. Okay, we got the pink one. This one rolled 20 last time. Okay. We got an orange one. Okay. We have this sparkly looking teal one. And then we have this other one that looks identical, but it's not. It has pink in it.
What's everyone's votes?
A lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
The pink goes with your house coat, so like I feel like that's the right choice.
We're
That's
gonna
my
do the pink
thought.
one.
The pink has good vibes.
Before you roll, what are the other two doing? Is there anything, I guess I'm asking, do you see what's going on right now? And is there anything you would like to argue to try to help?
Is it a saving throw for the dragon to say no thank you?
Do you...
Like, I don't know if that's the spell rules was written.
I
Or
don't
if it
think
just
so, but
happens.
tell me like, I guess cinematically what it would look like if it was.
So, as part of the magic that connects me to it, that gives it disadvantage to attacking everybody else, it's that kind of ancestral powers. So she would call upon all of the dwarves that have come before her, all of the fighters, all of the barbarians, to like hold her in place. Kind of in the same sort of reaction of that protection before. And just be like, you're not going anywhere.
Awesome. Anything for Syros?
No.
Syros is just
think
standing
so.
there like...
Don't know what the fuck's going on.
I will
About to
give
fall.
some of
Dragon.
my hit points to help. If that, I don't think that's not a thing I can do. But if you will allow it, I will give some of my hit points. If like, I don't know, to help her give rerolls or some shit.
I would like for Amber, Petunia, and Wallace to roll a d20 for me.
Okay. And if I need to burn a rage or anything just to do this, I will. Like, I don't know what else to... I'm sweating. Alright. Is this the natural 21? I need to know how much pressure is on me.
A lot of pressure.
Cool.
Junior,
Oh boy.
I'm coming.
I haven't let it go yet. I'm afraid.
I believe in you.
No, it was a 14.
I got an 11.
17.
Okay. So we're gonna do this from Cirrus's point of view.
Boy.
Okay.
Oh wait,
As-
I'm on the fucking dragon.
Oh no!
That means he could assist. It could be one more
I
roll.
forgot I was
My
on the
action.
dragon.
God, so much
Perhaps.
Oh shit.
Perhaps.
guys.
Oh
Just
wait,
save
I'm
my
Am I
lucky
going with
points.
this thing?
all at once here. The camera does like the spin around the entire chamber, kind of seeing every individual person as they're coming up with these ideas. You can see the beginnings of a Misty Step spell like forming. You can see the lightning like crackling from Wallace's eyes as Wallace looks from the dragon to the elevator shaft where you came from. You can see wisps of almost like spectral ghost-like energy just spilling from Amber and moving toward Petunia, and you can see Cirrus like jaw drop for a moment as he realizes what is happening right now, and in a split second Petunia is able to cast Misty Step on this dragon.
Can
You
I
can
describe
see
it? Because I thought it would be really fun.
Absolutely. I will note that before revealing what happens afterwards, this spell right now is going to affect Petunia, the dragon, and Cirrus.
Okay. I'm honestly Petunia. Forgetting Cirrus is on the dragon. Will take Wallace's arm and accept the lightning supercharge, and then again crouch down and crack the pavement with her hooves and run and do a giant leap and headbutt the dragon with her horns and take them away. Take me away.
Yeah, and as that headbutt makes contact, you hear the crack of lightning like through the dragon's form. That crack of lightning, you can see all three of these forms disappear, but you can almost see like a cloud left over with lightning like arcing through the cloud in various points. And then you hear the loudest boom from inside of the elevator shaft, as an ancient red dragon is much bigger than an elevator shaft. And there is this explosion outward. Amber and Wallace, you're able to you see this cloud and this electricity, and then in a second there's an explosion beside you. Shrapnel and dirt and brick are thrown towards you. And I am going to have Wallace, what is your usual damage for your lightning on your sword?
It's just a +1 magic, but I mean it's a 2d6.
Roll that for me.
Okay. I'm gonna add like the normal stuff to it.
Yes.
Oh wow! Well, that's fun. That's I got a max with that.
Nice.
Do you want me to add rage?
No.
To it, or no? Okay.
No.
So then that would be 17. I got max damage. On
Nice. 17. And Petunia,
No.
I would like, you can choose, I can roll it or you can roll it. I'm gonna need I'm gonna need 6d6.
Oh, okay. This is a great time for me to use the dice bag. Hold on.
Ooh, it's a
Hey, I
nice
have
dice
that
bag.
exact dice bag.
Let's all show our dice bags.
I can't, mine's hidden.
This is the Laura Bailey dice bag. It's obnoxiously blurred. And then I have my travel dice bag, and it's a little
Whoa.
dragon.
Nice.
Aw, that's cute. Oh, I like the book. That's really cool.
26, 30.
30.
This could be really good or really bad.
We're finding out if it's against myself.
Yeah,
or the dragon.
dragon.
Or me.
So,
Or you.
Mm.
Or
Or
everyone.
you. I keep forgetting you're on the dragon. I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's fine. Riding this baby out.
Yeah. Epic.
so the dragon, Petunia, and Cyros are going to take 30 points of. I think
Usually.
this will actually be bludgeoning. So if you're raging, that will be halved. So
Well, I'm glad
15.
I'm raging.
15 if you're raging. How many hit points do you have left?
I
I
had
am not.
28 hit points left.
Oof.
So, yeah, 30 would have killed me.
Nice. So, still alive inside of this elevator shaft, only because the wall was able to be like exploded outward, and your bodies do kind of fall back into the room as this elevator shaft is now just destroyed, and this dragon is like barely holding on the inside, kind of looking with rage in his eyes. But yeah, that was a decent chunk of damage.
Yeah, like, what does that have to do to get fucking out of there? Like, I don't know.
I'm so sorry for what I've done yet again.
No, this is good.
So, after that, the dragon
I
is
think
going
it's
to
stuck.
use a legendary action.
Serve
You
that.
you can see this dragon standing here looking in at you and then looking up. And you see it looks up for a moment, and then you see the tail swing around to slam into the elevator shaft more. And you see more pieces exploding off, and you see this dragon beginning to attempt to climb further up this elevator shaft. And Wallace, you're up.
Oh, God. Well, I guess it's time to follow behind it then.
Get him.
And I just and just run after it. Is this? Can I see its tail?
It hasn't like pushed up, like you can still see the whole body.
Okay. So
Currently.
like, is it? I'm imagining like going for some reason the hole to go into the tunnel was like smaller than the dragon, or is it like a big opening and it's like like what is? As like a side view, is it
Yeah.
stuck in the tunnel and there's a little opening so it can't get out? Only way to go is up, or
It
like
from where it exploded out the
Oh.
walls, it is like one just huge open area. So it's not able. The elevator shaft is much smaller than the dragon. So currently, what the dragon is attempting to do is basically smash and open up the elevator shaft further to be able to climb up it, because he won't be able to fit up any other way.
okay. So what I would like to do is run up and take my sword and try to stab the tail and try to pin it to a spot.
Sure.
Basically, trying to like kind of pin it there and just trap it even more,
Yeah.
if possible.
Make that attack roll.
Oh boy. I'm pretty sure. You know what? I'm gonna be reckless. Because I'm crazy. That's much better. That is a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I'm gonna be doing 2 attacks. So would you rather me just roll all of that?
Yeah, go for it.
Second one. Oh, does reckless, is that with both of your attacks, or is it just the first attack where you have advantage?
I think you can use it on any.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then the second one is 24.
That hits too.
Okay, cool. And then I'll do damage sheets for that. Oh, these dice are being kind to me. That's 20 damage for the
Nice.
first hit. And, okay, not so nice the second one. 15 damage the second time. And also, if you can give me a dex save to do some little lightning. And I'm assuming it might have a disadvantage because it is in a friggin' tunnel right now.
Yeah, that was 20 something with disadvantage.
Okay, well, just 2 lightning damage this time.
Oh.
Huzzah! Do I indeed pin this thing's tail to the ground?
I will give you an option here. You can either pin this thing's tail to the ground, or you can cut the tail off to then get rid of any tail attacks.
So I come up and I was like, I thought you were the right challenger, but perhaps I was wrong. And then just like cut the tail off, and he'd be like, I thought it was my time, but I guess it's not. I think it's just yours. And then I'll point up at the dragon with the lightning crackling off of the sword, of my ancient family sword.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and use its other legendary action to look over towards you. You see it like breathe in and just roar. It just lets out this angry roar that almost deafens all of you inside of this chamber as it echoes off the walls, and then it beats its wings and is attempting to just push all of you prone once again. Everyone make a dex save.
That's impossible.
I'm behind cover. Does that help me? I guess I already have advantage. But...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting we have advantage on that stuff. It just never matters. It's a fucking 25 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got like a 16.
19.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Hey, me too.
So that is those of you that, I mean, all of you failed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 20 bludgeoning damage, reduced for those of you raging, and you are knocked prone. And now it's the dragon's turn.
Boo!
I'm gonna
in
roll.
danger.
I'm gonna
We're
roll
not
to
doing
see
so
if
hot
this
over
dragon
here.
gets his fire breath back.
No!
I have to roll a 5 or a 6.
Don't.
Don't do it.
Oh!
I rolled a 5.
Ah,
You!
ah.
So
Guys, we're not doing
you
good.
hear, as the dragon breathes in, you hear the breath kind of like shaky and gurgly as the fire is just building in his throat, and he just says, "As I said, an honor." He just releases the fire breath into the room. You're all gonna make dex saves at disadvantage. I'm fairly certain.
Normal for us all then.
Ooh, come on, natural 20. Otherwise, I'm gonna die.
Yes. Fucking thing.
Oh, natural 20. Where were you when I needed you?
Yeah, no. Oh wait, no, yes, normal one. We don't have advantage.
Oh, it's disadvantage. I did get a natural 20, but it's disadvantage.
Well, I mean,
Does
but
my
we
cover do
normally
anything?
have.
You normally have advantage, so it's whatever your
just
first roll was.
Oh, that's natural 20 then.
Woo! Hell yeah! I would also like to reduce my damage. It's a Goliath feature. It's not very much, but I can do like a D12 to reduce whatever damage it is.
Sure.
Let's fucking see how much damage. Not very much. 9.
The nicest way possible, Carrie. You never fail to stress me out.
Yeah.
I love you so much, dude. Oh, God.
Oh wait, no, it's actually less.
I don't think it's gonna keep you up, but it might keep you from like dying. So I will give Cirrus 6 hit points back from that, as the spirits kind of protect you. And I rolled a 19. I don't know if cover did anything. Just throwing it out there.
Helped a little bit. Almost got me to the double digits.
Hell yeah. But yeah, Carrie, I don't know if my my hiding behind a boulder helped at all, but just, in case.
I'm gonna be a bitch again. Carrie, is there any way?
Everyone's like, let me plead for my life over here.
Asterisk.
I just try to argue for my life. So, as a storm fucking barbarian, if I choose a different place or whatever, I can have like resistance to fire damage. Obviously, I did not pick that, but it is an option. I don't know. Is there some weird thing I could roll to be like, it cannot happen? I don't. It's totally fine if it's no, but I'm just pulling out all the stops here just in case.
What do you mean by a different place?
Oh, so like basically what it does is you choose a different terrain or whatever, and at each like when you gain a level, you can change the terrain. And if I choose desert, then basically it's like I have resistance to fire. To fire damage. But I mean, obviously I picked C each time because it's like lightning stuff. So obviously I didn't pick it, but just throwing it out there as like a thing. Obviously, totally fine if not, but.
Okay, so we have 1 natural 20. So you're not going to take any fire damage from this at all, somehow. We'll visit that in a moment. We have one of you hiding behind cover. Unfortunately, area of effect, I don't think it matters. We have one of you that has, 3 hit points? 5 hit points?
Offer my body as cover, if that works. I don't know if I can extend any shielding.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. With that natural 20, Petunia, you could do that. But you would take the damage instead.
Everybody's getting hit by this?
Everyone is going to get hit by this attack, yes.
Who's the lowest?
So I think Zero's ends kind of.
Okay. I will, if I can, I will shield Amber. And I'll take the damage.
So are you wanting to basically give Amber the natural 20 and you take the damage instead?
Yes.
Fantastic. So, in this brief moment, as the breath is being drawn in and then just released outward towards you, you feel the heat before you feel the fire, and there's this just flash of light. Petunia, what does this look like?
I will just before everything makes contact, I will ever so delicately land in front of Amber, plant my hammer down, and use like a errant blast of wild magic off of my body, and it'll sort of blow back towards Amber like a bubble, and I'll look back at her and wink and go, gotta protect the brains of the group, and then I'll take the brunt of the impact.
And at this moment, while this is happening, while this first lick of flame hits you, Wallace, roll a d20 for me.
Ah. Come on. Adam doesn't want him to die, but Wallace does. Come on. That's an 18.
18. You blink, and there is a flash of absolutely nothing all around you. Sand. Just sand. Sand is blowing in your eyes. Sand is blowing in your hair. It gets everywhere.
I swear. That's where my wife was from.
And then there's a brief moment where that cloud is like still fading in here with all of the crackling lightning. You can see the cloud is getting smaller and smaller. The lightning is just crackling just barely. And then you see the lightning spark and turn into a flame. You watch the lightning itself turn into fire that burns away this cloud, and in that moment, slams into you. And you are now resistant to fire.
Ah! He actually starts crying because he's like, why won't you just let me die?
This is the worst. Everyone here is excited. This is his worst nightmare.
He's crying. He's just looking upwards, and probably the tears are like being evaporated away.
those of you taking the damage,
I probably would slow it down if I was about to take half.
So-
a pile of goat steaks. No matter what happens.
Petunia and Spiros take 85 points of fire damage.
Oh my god!
Wallace
take
takes
half
42. So you'll take 42, Zeros. 42,
Yeah,
42 to
fine.
Wallace, 85 to Petunia.
So, in
This is
theory,
fine.
if your local satyr has, let's say, asking for a friend, 5 hit points, what's the deal? Am I disintegrated into ash?
What's your max?
My max is 114.
Okay, so you're just down.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Because
Zeros.
it's like negative
What's your max?
Negative,
85?
yeah.
Your max is 85,
Yeah.
so you're barely okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, you took 40 something, so yeah, you're
I
good.
took
You're
42.
yeah, you're good as well. But
So-
both of you are unconscious.
Yay.
Wallace and Amber, you watch the bodies blacken and fall.
No. Was it supposed to be them?
And Amber, it's your turn.
Okay, I have a crazy idea.
I love it.
Yes.
So Amber's crouching behind this thing. She's looking around the room. She has proficiency with mason tools. And she's a dwarf. She knows how building structures work. She knows how tunnels work. I want to bring this bitch down on this dragon.
Oh, yeah.
So, what check would you like me to make to identify where to hit to bring it all down?
So here's the thing. I will
Man, there's
give
a
this.
castle on top of it.
I will give this to you because it's going to come down to basically a decision on whether or not it is in fact happening.
Mhm.
The one pillar that is still intact, that is just crumbled in the center, if you were to destroy that, your guess is it's holding up the entire ceiling of this structure. If you take that down, the ceiling will fall.
All right. Let's hit it. You want me to roll attacks against it? Like, do I get anything additional because of the dwarven proficiency with, like, stonework or what?
I think yes, we could just do a normal attack with it and I'll give you advantage.
Okay.
I will ask, we can kind of, if this is what you're wanting to do, this will bring it down on everyone.
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay. So that being said, is there any scene you want played out between Wallace and Amber? I'll say momentarily out of initiative. You see, as you're moving to the other side of the chamber, this dragon sees you rushing away, sees two of you charred and burned on the ground, and then looks up and continues to try to climb and slam into this tunnel. You can just hear angry words coming from it. Some words in common, some words in draconic, just anger.
Amber will beeline for the column and shout over to Wallace. We've got to bring it down on top of it. Break it with me. And she'll just start swinging into this pillar.
I feel like Wallace kind of looks up. I don't know if I feel like he kind of sees the ceiling as almost like the gateway to heaven, to the afterlife, and he's like, break the pillar and you can see her. And he would like to, on his way to go help her, I would like to grab Petunia and Ceros and drag them over there And if this is possible, give them my potion.
I still have mine. Don't waste yours.
Okay, I mean, I'm not going to use it on myself.
I also have mine.
Well, I'll try to boonk and give it to both of them if possible. Just so that, I don't know, so that they can at least be awake for their death and perhaps rage. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I would like to do.
Okay, so I will say, Cyros and Petunia, you open your eyes to the sound of snarling and banging and crashing as this ancient red dragon is trying to push his way up this elevator shaft. It's just not working. He's slamming, very animalistic at this point, just raging himself, basically, trying to get through this elevator shaft, trying to get out of this cavern. And you hear Amber's weapon slamming into the pillar, just tiny little cracks every single time. The scene is yours.
I will, with my last bits of energy, stand if I can, to help.
On your feet, Petunia.
Yeah. I'm gonna look around at everybody. Maybe one day I'll get to take you guys home. And at that, the sort of flowers that are around me will begin to sort of cover the chamber, so we have a nice thing to look at as this all happens.
Is this what your home is like?
It's beautiful.
Cyros will
Nice.
use his axe to help him stand, and with one last bit of strength, pick it up. And as he swings it, he screams, "Point proven," and swings it into the pillar.
I am gonna rage at the futility of the situation. And so I'm gonna roll on my wild magic table one more time. Oh, I need a D8. Oh, where's my pink D8? No! Oh. Sorry, anyone can do anything while I'm looking like a fiend.
While you're searching, I think Amber, because she's actively trying to like protect a city effectively, again, everything starts to glow and you see the like spectral dwarves begin chiseling at this column, not just weapons but pickaxes and like hammers and like actual artisans that are in her lineage as well, aiding in bringing this thing down.
I feel like Wallace turns towards everyone. He's like, I don't know all you very well yet, but I'm glad that we could end this all together. What do you say? Let's go home.
It's been an honor.
One more time to rage!
One more time!
Ah!
All of us screaming.
Oh yes.
No. Oh, this is fun. I'm gonna make it sadder. I rolled on my wild magic table and I got a 6, which means that I am surrounded by multicolored protective lights and I gain a +1 bonus to AC, and while within 10 feet of me, my allies get the same bonus. That's not gonna protect us from a fucking building coming down on us, but I'd like to say that maybe almost like fireflies, these lights fill the space among the flowers.
Yeah, so the flowers and the vines begin growing in this entire chamber, covering the walls, covering any of the debris of the pillars. It looks like the most beautiful, magical garden you've ever seen. And eventually it makes its way around to basically push forward and make a wall so that you're not looking at the dragon. You hear the dragon slamming into the wall, but this is just a place for the four of you. It surrounds you, and you see these spectral figures popping up all around you with pickaxes and various levers that they're kind of like pushing under things. You can look and it looks like they're talking to each other, like they're communicating with each other, but you can't really hear them. They're weird whispers in your head. As you can see Amber just swinging and slamming, making crack after crack after crack. And Wallace finally pushes in a few different hits, crack.
He's
and another
laughing
crack.
the whole time.
From one side of the pillar is Amber, from the other side is Wallace, and then Ciros pulls his weapon and walks over basically to the other side of this pillar as well, and holds the weapon, pulls it forward, and as all of these fireflies are beginning to dance all the way around you, you can see your body is kind of glowing just a little bit with the light of these fireflies all around. Wallace kind of glances up at the ceiling one more time, and you see just all of these fireflies swimming around. You see the flowers kind of in vines kind of hanging down off of the ceiling, and you just hear Ciros say, "Point proven." And crack! There is one more slam into this pillar, and you hear the whole thing shift and break, and the ceiling comes down. We cut to an exterior shot of the castle. You can see a few soldiers standing, waiting. It's dead silent. They have their shields, they have their swords, some of them have bows or crossbows, and they're just standing. You can hear the faintest roars of the dragon, and then you hear the shifting of rock and stone, and you see half of the castle entirely is beginning to fall in. You hear the roaring louder for a moment, angry, frustrated, and then silenced as dust just comes up from the debris. Everyone roll a death save.
Just put away all my d20s. Hold on.
Oh, it's cocked.
No way.
Natural
We get
20?
advantage
Yeah.
since we're
Ah!
raging.
I got 15.
Oh god, I can't find my pink one. Where's my pink one? Okay. Do we get advantage? Or is
Nope.
this just a... Nope.
Nope,
Cool,
just a
that's
death,
fair.
just a death save.
An 18?
Okay,
Nice.
everyone roll another one.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
17.
That one's a fail.
We're going down and I don't like it.
That one's a
That was
17.
Twins.
Okay,
Hey!
I got one success and one fail.
so Ciros would technically be stable right now.
Oh my god.
Everyone roll again.
Oh shit.
No, Ciros is fine.
Oh hey.
Natural 20!
Stable.
Hey!
19.
Could've been using the
There's
sparkling
another
one.
success.
Fail.
So 2 success, 1 fail.
Roll again. 2 of you.
I think it's like 2 successes in your stable, or is it 3
3.
successes? 3. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm so stupid. Okay. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Well, that's a nat 1 there.
Oh.
Did you already have a failure?
I did.
Yeah, that's...
That's Wallace.
Wallace
Honestly-
finally went home.
Honestly, he's
It's what he
That's what he
wanted.
Wallace
he's
wanted it,
what
Adam
he
didn't.
wanted. Like, well, I mean, did he die in battle? I guess it's up to Carrie, or with the bullshit backstory that I said. To her
I mean,
last minute.
I would say even though, like, he died from collapsing the building, that was still, I mean, that was keeping an ancient red dragon from crawling out into the city.
So he's going home.
What was Amber's?
I rolled a 2, so I have 2 success, 2 failures. So I'm gonna
Comes
roll
down to
1
this.
more.
I hope,
Alright,
I hope
dice.
everyone's success.
I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. That's a success. So
Woo!
Yeah!
Hey!
And then we fade into some time later. Who knows? Who knows how much time? rock shifts out of the way to move the blackness from the camera itself, and you just hear one of the you hear the king's voice. I found another one. And then we'll describe your characters and everything like that. So,
You don't have a description.
he's a guy, you know, a big, strong guy.
It's just a guy.
it's just a dude, bro.
Kind of
No,
normal
barbarian.
hair.
That's what it is.
He's a dude.
He's got 2 arms, 2
Just
legs.
describe him as
torso.
average.
Yeah.
He's just got he's an average build, average.
He just looks like an
height.
average Joe.
I really want you to lean into this now. Like, there are no defining features whatsoever about this character.
6d6.
Okay, 1, 2, 3,
How many D6?
4,
What's 6 in Spanish?
5, 6.
6! 66!
Oh god. Okay, last one.
What is this?
6.
It's the Muppets. We discussed this.
66! How
Oh,
many
man.
D6 do we need to roll there, Petunia?
That's
Holy
really
shit.
good, and I'm
That was
upset.
really good.
You could have played Kermit as a barbarian.
I've been Kermit the whole time.
I would like to rage.
Imagine
like to
Walter's
rage.
body